Hello everybody, Mick here, Hampshire Outdoors Survival. So it's just on 10:02. So you're the early birds, and Mickey's an early bird too. Kaz is downstairs, she's chatting to Dan and Tessie. As some of you will be aware, Dan is my young son. Um, he lives in the Czech Republic with his partner Tessie. And yeah, they're over here for a few days visiting and that. So it's given us a chance to catch up. And what a wonderful afternoon! What a wonderful afternoon! It's made the peak to my week. Really has. Um, yeah, he says like, both my sons are my best mates. It's as simple as that. I've got that sort. I'm lucky. I got that sort of relationship with them. They are my best dudes. Um, so yeah, a bit of catching up. Me and Dan were chatting about bill hooks, bill hook technology, a bit of family history and things like that. So it was yeah, very enjoyable time. However, as I pointed out to him, I have to dive off sun because I've got the live stream to do, and I know you guys will be waiting to see this gorgeous picture of manliness. So I didn't want to let you down. Um, yeah, hope you're all good. Hope you've all had a great time. If anybody can let me know, can you see and hear me okay? Is this all coming through all right? That would be fantastic. 6 of you now out there. Fantastic. Hello, everybody. So let's. Hi, Silver. Hi, Elusive. Hope you're great, mate. Dirty Faces. Nice to see you as always, brother. Katrina. Hope you're doing well. Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Who's he? Looks like an interesting guy. Lee Michael. Hello, brother. Brent. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. TJ. Hey. How you doing, brother? Yeah, stealth car camping. Hey, how good to see you, mate. Yeah, 5x5. Cheers. Thanks, TJ. Wonderful. Well, I'm wearing my grumpy old sapper t-shirt today. Those of you ex-squaddies, you'll get that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's coming to the end of its life. It's gained a few holes, so it actually lives in the bottom of a cupboard where I protect it from being thrown out because it's starting to look a bit tatty and old. And you know, wives are like, oh, it's time for that to go. Time to I'll find it, fold it up, slip it in the bottom. Because again, it's a comfy old beast. And also, yeah, give you an idea of the size I used to be. I mean, I know I've ballooned up a little bit in the last few months, but that used to be a tight t-shirt on me. Um, yeah, so I am getting there. Yops, hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Right, I better go get my beer, ain't I? And so this week's beer for Mickey is actually, yeah, it's a beer. It's all the fault of Owen from Life's a Hobby. I'm blaming him entirely. Hi, John. Great to see you again, my friend. Yeah, so I'm just going to get the beer out of the freezer. Freezer, you say? Beer? Freezer? Mickey, what are you? Some kind of Philistine? Well, I think I might be slipping that way. So I should dive over to my little freezer. And yeah, so I'm on the draft Guinness. Cass will probably be joining us in a bit. So Owen got hold of me. We were chatting about beer. I said, oh, I like a Guinness. He was saying he likes a Guinness. And he said to me, hot weather, what you want to do? Put your Guinness in a freezer for 40 minutes. Just so it starts to form ice crystals. Pour it out and don't worry about how you pour it, apparently. Maybe a bit nervous that. But apparently it should come out okay. Form a nice head and give me a nice beer. And I do believe it only works with the draft. So this is where it goes everywhere, lands on the computer goes bang, everything goes to pot. No? All seems to be good. Oh, look at that. A picture of loveliness. I've still got to pour it slow. That's just the way I am. Oh. I see a few ice crystals, I think, floating around in there, but I think hasn't quite had long enough. The other one should come out a bit better. Oh. Little shamrock on the top. Nah, can't do the shamrock again. Oh, look at that, guys. No, I should just let that settle quietly. Guinness is a beer that has to be treated with respect and reverence. Okay, let it settle. Anybody that's never had a Guinness, if you go into a pub and they pour it like a normal pint, walk away. Don't pay for that Guinness because it will be ruined. Okay, Guinness, it's got to be treated with love and affection. You shouldn't even shout near Guinness. Okay, it's a nervous beer. It doesn't like to be shaken, stirred, shouted at, or otherwise abused. It wants to be loved. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. And why am I on Guinness instead of cider today? Well, that's purely and simply because I'm back in training. Okay, some of you might have seen the video from this morning. Yeah, I'm back in training. Um, Sticks will probably join us and Owen later on, so I'll wait till they do to discuss it and mention it. But yeah, I've got 9 months to get myself ready for 120 Ks. So that's going to be 120 Ks carrying everything I need for each 48-hour period on my back. So yeah, that's going to be a slog. Looking forward to it though. And again, you need challenges in life. So let's have a look at that. The bubbles have stopped rising. So cheers, everybody. I'm looking forward to this. Oh. Smoother than an angel's bum cheek, that. It's absolutely perfect. Lovely. Oh. Yeah. And again, it's not everybody's taste. Some people find it a bit too bitter for them. Um, an interesting one, whilst I was in the brewery, the shop, the Palace de Alcohol, having a look round today. I went in to grab a bottle of cider originally, and because of Owen, I had to grab a Guinness. But whilst I was there, alongside it, they have Mackerson's Stout. Now, some of you might remember Mackerson's Stout. That's what I started off with as a nipper. So when I was probably at 12, 13, I had an illness. I had chicken pox, and it led to a complication. And that meant that I couldn't hold iron in my bloodstream. Basically, I could put iron in, and within days it was gone. And basically, I was bleeding through my skin. It refused to clot. It refused to bind together properly, and I was just losing iron. So they put me. Bear in mind, this is 70s, so they put me on an iron-rich diet. So that was malt extracts, cod liver oil 3 times a day, and I mean big ladles of the bleeding stuff. Liver as my main meal, literally every day. Liver. I developed a like for it, but it was liver every day. Um, and I had to have a chip, which allowed me to go to school. And in my lunch pack for school, I was allowed to take a small can of Mackerson Stout. Okay. And I had to be isolated from the other kids. So I was literally sat. It was rotten, really. It was one thing to have an illness that meant the slightest tap meant you bled through your skin. That was bad enough and tough enough at school. But then at dinner times, to protect me from the other kids so that I wouldn't get hurt or anything like that, stop me playing games, they put me in a classroom on my own where everybody could see me through a window with my can of beer and my little packed lunch. And I'd just have to sit there at lunchtime there. I felt quite good because lunchtime beer. Getting the can of Mackesons down me. And you say, oh, the other kids at the window, like, he's going to drink the beer. He's going to drink the beer. He's drinking the beer. He's drinking the beer. And what I didn't understand at the time, that was warm beer. Yeah, warm Mackesons. I hated it. Didn't like it at all. But I saw it in the supermarket today, and I was like, you know what? Maybe next week or the week after, I'll grab a can or two of Mackesons and see what the comparison is. Compare it with stuff now. Um, right, Lee Michael, my Bergen is at holy crap, my back weight, £44 mark. Yeah, that's quite respectful. No worries, Stealth. TJ, Lee Michael, bless mate. 70 litre Bergen. Yeah, yeah. So you carry 65 in your 120 litre. Oh, yeah, you would. Hi, Janet. How are you, my lovely little smiler? I hope you're good, kitten killer. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing good. So, yeah, cheers to everybody. Nice cold Guinness. FU crew, hiya. Hope the States is treating you well at the moment. Yes, I'm in training. So rather than having something on the side of that, these days, let's face it, is a lot of sugar. Gone over to the Guinness. And although there is a bit of sugar, obviously, in the Guinness and a little bit of alcohol, but it's also, again, it's iron rich. It's going to give me a little bit of a boost. 100 TJ's 120 litre is a never coming home bag. I should hope so. Carrying that sort of weight, mate, cool, blimey. Dartmoor Inn, near Princetown to Pewtor, Tavistock, about 7.9 miles tomorrow, live in Channel. Excellent, Lucive. Know the route roughly that you're taking. Yeah, I know the Dartmoor Inn, Princetown. Brilliant. I hope you have a cracking walk and enjoy doing your live, guys. So there we go. If anybody's about at around 1:35 tomorrow, Elusive Dartmoor's going to be doing his very first live. And he's going to be doing that from Dartmoor. So if you get the chance to join him, by all means do. And if not, watch it when you get home from work and that. Put a comment on, put a thumbs up, put a like, give a lad some encouragement. You know, it all helps. I know my mate Kiwi, he's been out filming today. I haven't had a chance to see if he's put it up yet, but I'll have a look at that later on tonight if I can, if not tomorrow. And in actual fact, I've got to get a message. To somebody on his behalf later on, which I will do. Mustn't forget that. Must make a note of that now. Sticks. Kiwi. Contact. There we go. Do it like that. I'll make a note of that. Quite important. I'm above it. So, have you all, boy? Oh, plenty of cardio, high protein, low calories, lost 3 stone 3 months. Excellent, mate. Yeah. That's the trouble, isn't it? You'll lose weight, gain your weight. That's one of my issues. People will say to me, blimey, you're heavy, you know. But in actual fact, for a lot of my life, yes, I've been quite heavy. I'm quite a dense person, got dense bone structure, and quite muscly. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a heroic bodybuilder mass, but I'm a stocky old dude, you know. I've got broad shoulders and that. So, again, I've had the issue where I stopped training, and I've been out of training now really for a couple of years. Where I've stopped training, it just all goes to the wrong side. Oh, mate, FU crew, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Parvo, mate, parvovirus, that is absolutely a horrendous illness. Yeah, I lost my favourite Jack Russell, Missy, as a young lad. Yeah, she little Irish Jack Russell loved her like a demon. But she got quite elderly and contracted parvo. Again, same thing. She'd had her jabs, but she just her immune system and her age and that fought against her, and I lost her to it. And yeah, my heart goes out to you. Yeah, there's nothing worse than losing a little one like that. Whoa. Yeah. If I'm about, I mean, I'm on a mission, a bit of a mission tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to take. I can't. That's a top secret, all that sort of SOE type stuff, you know, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and all that. No, not really. I'm taking cash shopping, but it might as well be an operation, judging by how things are going around here at the moment, because everybody seems to be making up the excuse of, well, we've closed just in case of rioting. What rioting? What rioting? You know. So yeah, what can we do? Maximus, hello, mate. Hope you do. Yeah, I'm good, mate. All the better for seeing you. Thank you very much. Stealth. Yeah. That's rotten news. That's hard, isn't it? I mean, and again, dogs. We form such an attachment to dogs, because I know there's going to be people out there that cat people and that they say don't get it, but they're there is a connection between human beings and dogs. Even if you're not a dog person, there is a connection. They're one of our oldest friends, one of our oldest assistants, one of our oldest buddies in the animal kingdom. One of the first things to actually stand next to us, look at us and go, you know what, we can work together. Okay, so it's one of those things, and it will break your heart. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey up, Benny. Hope you're good. Yeah, yeah. Chair is empty at the moment. My youngest son Dan is here. He's come over from the Czech Republic. He's visiting. He's here with his partner Tessie. Kaz is downstairs with them at the moment, having a chat to them. She'll join us in a bit. But yeah, she's feeling good. She's feeling good. And she's looking lovely. She's looking grand. Making my day. Potato! Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. We've got shops around here that decided to shut because they're afraid of rioting. We you know, yeah, it's a bit daft, but unfortunately, there's a yeah. I'm not going to get into the politics. Not doing the politics. What I will say this much: if you're a prepper, you're not worried. The shops are shut. The shops are shut. You know, riot situations. It's another thing to prep towards. It's make sure you've got enough stuff in you that you can batten down the hatches and just subsist quietly with nobody noticing. Let all the war run past you, let all the crap happen that's going to happen and move on. And again, you've got to think practically about this as well. One of the things over the years of studying things like riot, disorders, civil unrest, and so on, you look at looting. You've got two types of looters. So you've got the opportunist looter. That's Joe Bloggs sees a chance to grab himself a new TV, computer, latest pair of jeans, trainers, or whatever. And he's not even there for the crowd. He's just in there for what he can grab. And then you've got what they call the necessity looter. Now, a necessity looter is that person that really has no other choice, i.e., they need the water, they need the med supplies, they are that desperate for food. Or if it's a chemist, they're not going in after drugs, they need their insulin, things like that. So, again, when you're training people to deal with looting, riot control, and that sort of thing, you have to have that mindset. You have to assess your what you're dealing with. Is this a person who's genuinely desperate, got no other choice, that all they want to do is just keep themselves going? Or is it somebody out for a random buck? Now, what you tend to find with the desperation looters, they tend to be that more honest. You can normally tell who they are. You can see it in their eyes. They're not normally going to be that sort of person that is out to steal. Okay. And they're not going to be as hyped up on adrenaline either. Okay. They're normally quite afraid, quite nervous because it's something they wouldn't normally do. So, again, in your prepping, that's the sort of thing you've got to think about. Meds. Have I got enough meds? If the local chemist burnt down tomorrow, or my doctor's surgery computer goes up the spout and they can't issue my meds, have I got enough here to put me by for 5 days, week, or whatever to get me through? So yeah, right. So anybody that's interested in the camp, right? I'm going to put the email address up, okay, and I will hold it up there for a minute or two. HampshireOutdoors@mail.com. So again, HampshireOutdoors@mail.com. Okay. Kaz handles that side. She handles all the emails. So fire off her an email if you want to know about the camp. Ask any questions you want to know. Yes, we do have a few places left. So anybody that wants to come along can do. The camp itself is basically at the end of the month. So it is 30th, Friday the 30th through to Sunday the 1st of September. So 30th of August, you fool. Guinness is getting to me already. 30th of August through to the 1st of September. Okay. It's up the woods. It's basically bring everything you need for the weekend. I'll try and sort out some steaks and that for the Saturday evening. Maybe some corn on the cob, simple bits and pieces like that to do over the grill. But other than that, you need to be self-sufficient. You need to obviously bring your own camp system on whatever you want. There will be a fire pit there. There will be water there. I'll supply the water. Okay. Recce shovels recommended. Yeah. So other than that, it's quite a simple setup. It is a wild camp. Yeah. Right. So Elusive say maybe next year with the dog. So I've got I've got to be careful about dogs because the two neighbours that back onto the land, they have these are very large houses, very nice people, but both have dogs. Both their dogs are used to having a pretty much a free run around. Okay, now it's not a case that I think any of your dogs may be aggressive. It's not that I think their dogs may be aggressive, but I've got to be careful that we don't get into a situation where we have a dog bundle in the middle, somebody's dog gets hurt, then we've got to deal with that. So if you, yeah, as a general rule of thumb, I would rather not have dogs on the site, but I am breaking that rule for somebody this time round because it's the only way they can do it. But again, I'm a dog lover myself, so yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, that little titanium box stove. Do you know what? It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love the fact that it's got the flap, takes a spirit burner, can do the wood. Even the larger model I liked, and the larger one of the two we're pretty sure was a knockoff of a Lixada. But again, it worked just as well. And when the metal cooled, it went flat. So that's tips to you guys. You get a box stove. If it comes and it's stainless steel, if it's genuine stainless steel, it will bow. Any metal that you put heat into, taken from a blacksmith, is going to warp, bend, or twist. Stainless steel and titanium tend to resume their shape. Okay, so they tend to go back to their original form. They have what's called memory. Mild steel, not so much. So if it's made out of cheaper metals, tins and things like that, it will warp, and invariably it will stay warped. The metal will stay stretched and it will buckle. Yeah, yeah, the small light, the solid. And do you know the thing I loved about it more than anything? It doesn't slot together. It's got hinges. Now, there's nothing wrong with these slot together stoves. They're good stoves. They work. They do a great job. They pack away very, very small, very light. I'll have that extra tenth of a gram to put the hinges on it because it's so much easier. One of the things I was looking at with that was not so much this time of year, but in cold weather. If I'm having to get that stove together, if it goes tits up and I find myself in a freezing environment and I'm needing to get that stove together, I want something that I can operate easily, put together. Don't want to be. I mean, as I'm getting older, dexterity is not what it was. So if I've got really, really cold hands, I don't want to be trying to fiddle with something. Um, it can be a pain in the half just lighting a match. Hi, Helen, Katrina, how are you doing? Hope you're good out there. Lawrence, hello, mate. Yeah, it is a good stove. It is a good stove. I thoroughly love it. And again, like I say, that simplicity of having the hinges, just being able to wrap it round, drop the pin in, away you go, rock and roll, sweet as a nut. Make life easy for yourself, not hard. The folding ones that clip together, they're great. I do like them. Do like them. But I just sometimes find they're a bit fiddly. And sometimes on some of them, the stainless steel ones can be quite fine edged. I've never actually cut myself on one yet, but I've often looked at it and thought, blimey, if you slip with this wrong, you could open a thumb up or something like that. Um, yeah, gasifiers, love gasifiers. I like gasifiers for working. Right, did a camp yonks back in a pillbox, and the gasifier worked brilliantly in there. You've got to be aware of the carbon monoxide, obviously, but the nice thing was it wasn't throwing off loads of smoke and moisture into the air. It was giving me a nice clean burn. Benny, you're always racking your brains, mate. I take it, Rick. That's in my blacksmithing career and even in the armory. Quite often you're looking at a problem and you're sitting there and you're going, I can see what I want to do. Just what angle am I going to approach it from? How am I going to do it? Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I just look at it and go, throw myself into it and just let it evolve as it goes. And sometimes I find that works better for me. 18-litre metal bucket with logs. Nice, nice. Yeah, TJ, exactly that. It's relaxing, isn't it? Doing simple tasks, that involve a little bit of energy. Quite rewarding. So today, to update you, I've done 2 walks. I've Done one this morning at 6, which you saw. Managed to get out this afternoon, have a quick walk. Didn't do quite the same distance, only did a K, but again, I was just tightening up a little bit on the calf, so I was like, right, go out. Let's just free it up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of a walk. So a little bit of a quick walk. I'm probably going to bang out another 3K tonight before I hit the sack, because at the moment I'm full of endorphins, full of energy. I've had a great day, seeing my son. I'm all excited, bouncy, as you can see. I'm having a pint of Guinness, and what's going to happen later is I'm going to lay there in the bed on an extremely hot day going, I'm so excited, so excited. What am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? You know, so I go out, I'll do a 3K, then come back, have a nice shower, unwind, let the body calm itself down. Sticks! Hello, brother. How you feeling now, Sticks? Hopefully you're feeling a bit better. Yeah. Sticks has been up the woods today, been extremely hot. Yeah, Helen, that adrenaline it's a good thing. I love my endorphins. You know, you can take all the chemical substitutes. There's nothing like a bit of adrenaline or a bit of endorphins to keep you going. It's a buzz. Um, the trouble is, I've got to an age now where it's hard to calm it down. It takes a lot to get me excited, and it takes a lot to put the brakes on. Yeah, Sticks is stuck in some distance today. Got that behind him in pretty much 29, 30 degree heat. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. That's one of the reasons I got it out in this morning early. Is literally got out there crack of dawn. Sticks, take a tip from me. Don't hit the sack too early, mate. That is exhaustion due to heat. What you're going to do, hit the sack early, and yeah, you might find yourself going down a little bit when you first start nodding off. Start for a little bit, give yourself a couple of hours, let your body start to regulate its temperature again, get some fluids into some shade, cool yourself right down before you hit the sack. Otherwise, you can cause a bit like a Tesla, a bit of a thermal runaway in your body, mate. Cooling shower will do it. And again, that's another one for you in hot weather. Don't jump into that cold shower. What it does, cold water hits the outer surface, your brain or your central cord just goes, oh, it's a cold environment. We need to warm ourselves up, and that core temperature starts to build. Okay, have a nice hot shower, and then reduce the temperature down to a nice, comfortable blood heat. Run it at blood heat, then come out and let the air dry you, and that's going to do more for you than anything else. 20 degree heat, 20k walk, nice killer. 20k, good walk. And again, 20 degrees up there, that's scorchers. That is scorchers. Persistence and repetition, always. Effort with an axe to get out. Yeah, well, that will do. Will do. Yeah, will do. It will. Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's that the human body is a funny old thing. It's quite a finely tuned machine. You know, we get. I'm as guilty as anybody of saying, right, I'm going to a nice cold shower and cool myself down. And I think we've all done it, where you come out of a cold shower, and 5 minutes later, you're sweating like a hoonie. Yeah, have a hot shower, have a blood heat shower, come out, let the air dry you, and let that then take it away from you. You're not confusing your core. Nine minutes. Yeah, nice. I don't run at all anymore. I've decided that in the event of the defence of the realm, yeah, I'm Dad's army now. It's like all you young ones, off you go. Just leave me here. Yeah, I'm going to Valhalla. I haven't got running in me anymore. Those knees and hips ain't going to run, so I'm going to stand my ground and fight. Lawrence, 3 hours of work left. Home, thank God. 25 degrees. Yeah. But it is. Well, I hope it's going well for you. I hope you're having a quiet shift. I hope it's not too mad for you. Hey, lovely. 23 people on. So if there's anybody I've not said hello to, any already out there, hi, you guys. I've got to admit this: the chat goes a little bit quick for me to follow solo. So it's if I miss anybody or miss anything, yeah, I do apologise. Helen, nice. I like that. Wood heats you 3 times. Collecting, cutting, and preparing and burning. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, good saying that. Might nick that. Make a note. Might use that on the courses. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let me just move that mouse. There we go. Best way to lose the weight is to sweat for as long as you can. Take a shower. Worst thing you can do is go straight in the shower. Yeah. Oh, I see now. Saunas, sweat lodges. Very, very good for you. Very, very, very good for you. You've got to be a bit careful. And again, you get to my age, you get to my sort of condition, you've got to start thinking about that poor old heart. You know, days of coming out of sauna and leaping into an ice cold pool might not be as a good idea for me these days as it once was. And I've got to admit, I can remember what the feeling was like. You come out, that adrenaline is surging, and you come out like, what? Just, whoa. These days, I'd probably just come to the top, go, like that, keel over. Yes, Elusive is doing a live tomorrow about 1:35, about 13:35 hours. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. You know, too right, TJ. You know, the old boys, if you can't run, stand and fight. Okay. And at the end of the day, go down in a blaze of glory. Let the young ones carry on. You'll be fine, Elusive. You just be yourself. Be yourself and enjoy it. Show what you enjoy seeing. Share it. That's all it is. There's no real yeah, we're going to call him Jet Engine Benny now. I bet you didn't do it in your wellies though. Yeah, it will be great. It will be great. Um, BFTs, though. Yeah, I quite enjoy doing a live. Live started off as something of a trial and an error. It started off as something I tried to formulate, and I've learned don't bother formulating it. Go with the comments and just have a chat in the pub. Have a chat, have a natter about anything. Anybody can fire. I mean, you can fire up any subject you want on there. We do it. Cars, food, you know, everything. Love life, dogs, cats, horses, sheep, pigs, chickens. Um, we covered everything. But we tend to sort. It's quite interesting. I've noticed as I watch them back is how we tend to run with certain things. So, food, water, exercise, the sort of things that actually apply, the genuine things that apply. It's quite funny. We never really get people say to me, "Oh, do you worry about getting into politics and religion and things like that?" I said, "No, don't do it on the channel. Simple rule. We don't do it. We actually talk about what is important, and the reality of the importance of life is food, water, shelter, love." Okay. I maintain if you've got those 4 things, you can survive absolutely anything. Absolutely anything. Okay. And when I say love, it's not just the love of your partner, it's also a love of yourself. Okay. You've got those 4 things, you can literally survive and push your way through almost anything. Oh, I've got another swig. I think I'm going to get into that second can tonight as well. It's all Owen's fault. You can all blame Owen. He's got me onto ice cold Guinness. Very, very nice. High tech silver shadows. Uh, do you know what? That was the flashiest pair of trainers I ever had. Was my first issue pair of trainers. What about pumps then? Old black PT pumps. Blimey. Show my age now. Show my age now. Mate, sticks, not a problem. Not a problem. So Benny's going to do a live when he gets to 1,000. Right, you've seen it there. Right, we've all got to keep him on that. Benny's live when he does 1,000. We'll all be there with him. That's going to be a party. Yeah, well, I'll enjoy that. That'll be a good one. That will be a good one. Yeah. Hashtag 5. Oh, Alan, I agree with you 100% there. Love booze. At my age, debauchery. Yeah. I try. I would try. I'm not so sure I could debauch quite as well as I once did. But I try. I'll give it a go. Oh yeah, the high techs were definitely better than the old pumps. Yeah. Lee, it doesn't matter, mate. If you're not, that's another thing. We're doing videos, making videos. If you're one thing I've figured out, you'll have all noticed. Whereas I used to be like rigid, Friday. I'm actually now getting a bit more relaxed with it. I'm starting to realise I'm relaxed with it. If I'm not feeling it, it's no good me making a video, which I have done a couple of times. No good me making a video when I'm not feeling it. If I get up the woods with whatever kit I'm taking up there, and I look around, and sometimes it's just like, do you know what, this it's not going to work. It just doesn't. I just don't feel it. It's not worth doing because that comes across and it becomes a bad video. I was looking at statistics, the amount of videos people have got, and I was looking at Colin Furze. Okay, it's views of 1.4 million views per video. It's taken him 17 years to get there. The guy's still only got 400 odd videos in his catalogue, and I've got 400 videos in 2 years. I'm not getting those views. Doesn't matter. Totally different thing. Let's face it, what he does is quite spectacular. But I've realised that he's a guy that's made his videos. When he makes his videos, yeah, you're cracking the video. If you get out to do it and you're not feeling up to it, you're not feeling the energy, the life, it'll come across in that video. Some of my worst videos have been those that I sat there afterwards going, oh, I put so much effort into that, but it's pants. And it comes across pants. It's not worth it. So again, it's yeah, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Don't worry about it. Mac, how you doing? Them were the days. They were the good old days. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, as Max said there, he did P Company and black plimsolls and DMS boots with putties. Oh, blimey. I don't think what that did to your joints, your feet, and all the rest of it. Elusive sticks, how do I joint life set up? Uh, Martin, hello, mate. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, brother. I'm really good. I hope you're good. I hope you've had a cracking weekend. Um, yeah, I have a couple of moderators, stealth car camping. I go out most days, but don't film. It's mostly the same stuff. Yeah, that's it. I mean, film what you want to film. Make it what you want it to do. Lawrence, Urban Escapes. Oh my God, the Trinasium in Plimsolls. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Just drive past that thing every day. Owen, Owen, Owen. Oh, Owen. You were right. You were right. I bowed down to you. Ice cold Guinness. It's a way to go. This is the milkshake of the gods. certainly is, mate. It certainly is. I went to the shop. I looked at the cider with my new health drive. I looked at the ciders and I looked at the sugar content and went, nah, Mickey's not putting that poison in him. And I looked behind me and there it's like, in a halo of gold with angel feathers drifting down round it was a stack of Guinness drafts. And I thought, that'll do me. Also, the fact that it's 4 Guinnesses for a fiver. Bottle of cider is £2.50. Yeah, I think I'll go with a Guinness. Not that I'm a tight git. Oh, 1,000 presser push-ups. Blimey, Derek. Man beast. Woof. Woof. Derek, how you doing out there? I hope everything's good in Oregon. I hope you're having a great time. Are you working at another festival this weekend or are you having a weekend off? Looking at the press up list, you must be having a weekend off. So it's good to have Hang Tough here with us. Absolutely brilliant. I took you seriously. I don't know, you wacky Americans with your way out there sense of humour. Dang. Oh, that's so good. So, yeah, Kaz isn't with me tonight. So she's not with us at the moment. She'll probably join us in a bit. Reason being, my son Dan, my best buddy, or one of my best buddies, him and Chris, my best mates. So he's over from the Czech Republic visiting. He's dropped in to see us this afternoon. Having a bit of a family chinwag with his partner Tessie, the wonderful, lovely Tessie. So they're downstairs having a natter, and obviously I'll come up to do the live stream. I did at one point actually consider just sticking the notes up saying, sorry guys, cancel tonight. My son's here. But he would turn around to me and say, no, Dad, it's what you do. Get up there. There's people waiting. People will be relying on it. So it was a bit of a rush. I've got to admit, I did come up here last minute and to crack it out. But yeah, we got into it. Life's a hobby. Lightning storm due there tonight. Well, you're saying that. I have a clear sky here. And tonight we are due the Perseids. Meteorite shower. We're also, there's I think it's about a 48% chance of solar wind. So, yeah, there's a slim chance of seeing Northern Lights down this far, and it is slim. But we've got the Perseids to contend with as well. So, excellent. Got a nice meteorite shower. Temperature-wise, at the moment, it's hot. It's hot. It's humid. It is thunder weather. I'd actually rather have a really good old-fashioned lightning storm tonight. One of those proper sort of equatorial shows. There's nothing like it. The energy in that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I love a good thunderstorm. Love a good thunderstorm. So yeah, other than that, how is everybody else doing weather-wise anyhow? Because I know we're hot here. I know chatting to somebody earlier on today who's in Australia, and he was saying that it's obviously winter out there for them at the moment. It's quite cold, quite cool. But then the other way around, once they come to their summer, it's our winter. It's they've got to suffer. Benny Bushcraft, tomorrow's video, I've to wear a mask. Ain't that right, Sticks? Oh, mysterious, Benny. Very mysterious. Got us interested now. Oh, yeah. Helen, yeah. If you're under a tarp on a beach, I am very, very jealous. Very jealous. Yeah, and the perfect end to that would be beach, tarp, cold one. Yeah. Sun goes down, and as the sun drops below that horizon, a nice thunderstorm comes up above it. Oh, that would be that. Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the cool air too, Katrina. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of good channels on here. A lot of the people on here in the community have their own channels. So again, by all means, have a drift through, dive off, have a look at their videos, come back. show love and support everywhere that there is a video. We all support one another here, whether you have a channel or not. It's about looking after one another, showing support. So again, I will ask, as I always do, any of you guys with a channel, stick on your comments, just stick it in now, at and your channel name, so that other guys can see it. They can see, oh, so-and-so's got a channel. I can make a note of that, have a look, dive over, get you some more subscribers, get you some more views. That's what it's about. It's all about sharing is caring, as I was always taught as a kiddie. 26th TJ, comfy 19 now. Yeah. Sandflies, sandflies, yeah. Swines. Gimp mask, is it, Benny? Benny in a gimp mask. Oh, yeah. Glorious sunrise coming out of the sea. Perfect. Perfect. It's going to be a scorching tomorrow. Yeah, I reckon another hot one tomorrow, don't they? That's the thing with hot weather, isn't it? You always end it with a good thunderstorm with any luck. Just finished the Scandinavian Viking Festival. Security was fun. Lots of mead and fighting. Yeah! Derek, that sounds like my cup of tea, mate. Yeah. Especially the mead. Oh. I haven't checked the emails yet, Katrina. That'll be Kaz does that. So she'll have a look through later on, I expect. Very speaking of beach, went to Blackpool the other week, was on the pier. Loose, no, hold. This week somebody fell through the pier, 25 foot. Blimey, that's not good, is it? That's not good. 25-foot fall from a pier. It's not the 25-foot drop that's into the water that's going to bother me too much. It's the metal structures that I might hit on the way down. Because he's going to be covered in limpets and other crustaceans, which will rip you to pieces. Limpets, mollusks of all sorts. I'm trying to remember what the little ones are called. Come on. Not limpets. The little tiny, nasty cheese grater swines that get on the rocks. What are they called? Come on. No, must be the Guinness. Must be the Guinness. Barnacles. Yeah, cheers, mate. Barnacles. Yeah, of course, should have thought about it. Pirate toilet paper. Yeah, barnacles. Cheers, kitten. Now, the limpets are, Helen, the limpets are the slightly bigger ones. Chewy. Not so tasty, but yeah, if you had to. If you could, haven't put out any videos in a long while, so don't ask for any subscribers. It was set up so that my extended family members could see my kids growing up, but they never watched. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a shame. That's a shame. Um, well, if you do decide to put something up, let us know. We'll all be happy to see it. Yeah, even if it's stick one up, go, hi guys, it's me. We'll all be glad to see it. You know, it's John. Yeah. Hey, no problems, John. Yeah, regards, mate. You have a great one. Enjoy the pizza and the beer with them. Right. Remember, if you're supplying men that work on your place, beer and pizza, you've got to have some yourself. Hey, mate. I've subscribed. I think I am subscribed. To you already, but I will double check, and if need be, I will do. Yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, it's what we're on, Derek. Pressurized discs. I'll take that's what's in there now. Yeah. Yeah, take care, John. Have a great week, mate. Take a great week. Made your Christmas list shorter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm the same mind myself. If people can't be bothered with me, I can't be bothered with them. I try to be nice about it. Try to be a decent, good human being, but I'm also grumpy old git, as it says on there. Grumpy old sapper. Oh, this Guinness is going down well. I think I might get into a second can tonight. Oh, Do you know what? You don't know how good that felt. I cannot explain how good that felt. That was beautiful. I'm just going to grab the other one out of the freezer. Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Oh, I've just had a little bit too long, that one. No. Yeah, it's just had a little bit too long, that one. So let's break that ice up. And I've got a proper old slushy in there. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, look at that lumpy Guinness. And Owen is right. Once it's chilled down that far and you've got a few ice crystals, and that doesn't matter how fast you pour it. Oh, that's brilliant. Come on, you bugger. There we go. Look at that. So, yeah, look at those ice crystals on top of that. Now, apparently, according to Owen, this is the best way to drink Guinness. Now, I'd never tried it like this before. So, yeah, tonight was the first night. And I will say, putting Guinness in the freezer for just a short period, enough to get some ice crystals in there. Yeah. Mmm. 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 Oh. Mm. That's got to be. It's like freezing vodka, isn't it? What's happened is the water content has turned into ice. It's intensive. The flavour's intensified. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Cheers, everybody. Mm. Right, Daz, the community camp. So the community camp is the 30th of August through to the 1st of September. So it's the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. Okay, so it's arriving on the Friday afternoon, evening, if you wish, or even the Saturday morning or the Saturday, if you wish, whenever you can get there. And we peel out normally around lunchtime on the Sunday. So yeah, so basically, depending when you can get there, 1 or 2 nights up the woods. And like I say, anybody that wants any more information on that, send us an email, hampshireoutdoors@mail.com. hampshireoutdoors@mail.com. Fire us off an email, and Kaz will fill you in on all the details, let you know where, when, how, and all the rest of it. It's, yeah. I have no bushmills to give it. Although if I did, bushmills for me would have to go in a separate glass to one side. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like putting whiskey in my beer. It's I've done it a couple of times when I was younger. Yeah, I like it separate. Finish a Guinness, chase it down with a Bushmills. Yeah, I can go with that. See that. Although I will say to you, I try and avoid whiskey these days because it's not. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. I tend to get a little bit grumpy and irritable if I drink too much on the whiskey side. Don't know what it is about it. Well, in fact, saying that, Irish whiskies and good quality single malts, I've never had a problem with. Cheap blended whiskies couldn't do it to me. Yeah, sure does. Sure does. No worries at all. There you go. Hampshire Outdoors at mail.com. Okay. There you go. And if you fire off an email to that, the lovely Kaz will answer you probably tomorrow morning. She'll fire you back an email and ask any questions. She'll let you know when, where, how, and all the rest of it. Yeah, and you'll be more than welcome. More than welcome. Elusive's rum glass is empty. Well, there's a proper West Country drink, isn't it? Oh. No worries, mate. Oh, you know, Kaz is on her way. The lovely Kaz is coming. She'll be coming up the stairs when she comes. She'll be coming up the stairs, coming up the stairs, coming up the stairs when she comes. Hello, Willow. Yeah, little dog's come up to see me as well. Hello, Willow. You want to come say hello to the guys? No? Yeah? No? Oh, no, it's a go. Go to pick him up, run away. Then run back towards me, then run away. The dog's an idiot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I've tried. My dog is not too tightly wrapped. You all right, Kaz? That was lovely to see down, wasn't it? Oh, I got it. That was lovely to see down, Tassie. Sort yourself out. Make sure you're not inappropriate. It's not OnlyFans tonight. I've got you a cold room con there.
Thank you very much.
Didn't know if that's what you do. Let me just. How's that?
What's happened to me top?
Hey,
excuse me.
Steady.
Excuse me.
Right, you get lots of hellos. Lots of clapping hands. Very nearly flapped everybody. Really. Oh. Willow, come here, you stupid dog. Come here. Oh,
give me a second while I.
Yeah, Looney. Young man thing. There you go. There you go. There you go. Look. Side your fans. Hey? Your cat fighting dog. He got jumped by a cat the other night. He went out in the back garden. We got a big hedge. And a cat come steaming out the hedge and grabbed him by the face. He proceeded to kick its ass.
Yes.
He kicked its ass around the garden 2 or 3 times before it decided the best thing to do was to jump and run. So anybody that ever says to you, a Shih Tzu isn't an aggressive dog, or it's not a dog that will look after itself. Yeah. Well, the shock of my life, and that cat definitely had the shock of his life. He definitely got the...
Thank you, I was a kitten. There's some sense in the room at last. You have to excuse me for mucking around with Yeah,
adjusting your boobage.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. Helen earlier on was talking about booze, love and debauchery. And I explained to her that my debauching days are definitely over. I might do a D.
Well, now I've got some proper glasses. I can read my Mark Christensen book that I treated myself for.
I'm getting scared now.
Yeah, he's doing well, thanks, Mac.
Dan's. Do you know what? That Mac, he just gets fitter. You know, he was always like, racing stuff. His shoulders are filling out now, but he's
sorry
not
that you had to put up with this him on his own.
It's I feel for them. I do feel for them. They've had to put up with me waffling.
Yeah, we had a cat, and one of the neighbours, this was years ago, long about 19, 20.
Yeah.
And one of the neighbours brought his Jack Russells over, and we said to him, not a
Oh,
good
yeah.
idea.
The pony.
Not a good idea with our cat. And he goes, oh, I'll be fine. And the dog stuck his nose underneath the cabinet where the cat was hiding, and the cat proceeds to his face open.
Give him a proper sort of Glaswegian smile.
Mm.
It laid him open from ear to ear, didn't it? It was quite a nasty one, that. Yeah, and again, I would never. Yeah, I did my best. I was like, leave it. But the cat attacked him, so also, yeah, it's his garden. The cat's come in. It charged out the hedge. Otherwise, he would probably
it attacked it first. It attacked him first.
Yeah, he's one of those dogs with other things like cats and things like that. He's one of those sort of a bit tentative, but he'll go, what are you?
Sam brought his Italian Greyhound round his door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've had some
charged around like lunatics. Yeah. Yeah, cats are mental. They are mental. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a dog person. I'll admit that I'm a dog person. I've had cats, and I grew up with cats. We had farm cats, and I think that's why I'm more a dog person. Growing up with farm cats, which are pretty much feral, they don't want to live indoors. They live outdoors in the barns. They're mousers. They're ratters, and sometimes you'll get one that you might just be able to stroke. You might just occasionally be able to give it a treat or something. But the majority of them are like farmyard psychos. They will lay there on a bale of straw, looking all cute, fluffy and lovely until you put your hand within striking distance. And at that point, you gain that cat glove that is actually latched to your forearm and treating your fingers.
On my uncle's old farm, they had the old cattle sheds, with the concrete thing. And we used to go in there, and it wasn't a cattle shed anymore. It was just used for general dumping everything. You know what farmers like for. I'll keep that for a rainy day.
Yeah.
And the bloody cats used to come out from the cabinets and get you if you went past.
You always tell a good farm. Somewhere around every farm in the UK, there is a huge wad of bright orange baler twine hanging there just in case. I've seen farmers just stop dead in their cars, get out, go to a hedgerow because there's a bit of 10 inches of baler twine hanging in the hedge. And they always say the same thing. I know Mac will bear me up, and his dad was probably the same as mine. So they all say the same thing. They'll all get out and go, always that. You never know when that coming handy. Goes in the pocket. And then it all goes up in the same place in the barn. And then there is enough baler twine there to probably last a lifetime. But
yeah, I remember Mr. Molan, my uncle's father-in-law. He had the Shire horse bridle, but on the eye things, it was covered in hedgehogs' spines.
Hedgehog skins.
Yeah.
Benny Stanley absolutely loves dogs. Rescued two of them. Which too traumatised to sit in there. It's a shame. Lucy, if that's what you want, if your dog is trained to watch sheep and horses, brilliant, mate. Do you know what? I know it's coming from a farming background. I used to get people walk through quite regularly with dogs, and I love dogs. I love dogs, but some people, they say I've had that argument with people. I've sat there and said your dog is chasing the sheep. Yeah, but he won't hurt them. And you're like, he is hurting them by chasing them. He's putting them under stress. Sheep will die like that for. You shout boo at a sheep and it will die. Let's face it, a sheep is the only animal that will roll on its back and then die because it can't figure out how to get up. Well, actually, it can't get up, but, it's just one of those creatures, and people don't realise that. And they come out into the countryside with Rover, who's the loveliest dog in the world, admittedly, but he sees something run, he wants to chase. It's his instinct.
Max was actually a wildcat, wasn't he? Scottish wildcat.
Yeah, he's had some flack over that over the years, hasn't he? Yeah. How dare you have a Scottish wildcat? Well, it was one of those things he got as a kid, and he saved its life. So,
Hi, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Did you do that thing about the Lake District?
No, I haven't. Right.
I found this. It's from the until second of July this year.
Yeah, so 2nd of July this year, police are trying to identify lake damage suspects. On the 2nd of July, Lake District Park Ranger came across a wild camp. They have felled trees, and I mean these are big trees, and they'd felled them like 5 foot off the deck. God knows why. Left camping gear, equipment, mattresses, clothing, a trolley, the sort of thing you see at a festival.
Like the festival trolleys, the yellow and black thing.
All on the shores of Buttermere up in the Lake District.
There are fires everywhere.
They caused it was £1,000 clean-up bill. Lake District police had videos and photos of damage done. It wasn't small trees cut, so on. But the thing is, it's a World Heritage Site. But the other thing is, it's people are looking at wild. The article actually said wild campers caused.
They're not wild campers.
They weren't wild campers. These were a group of idiots that come probably out of town.
Got a lot of money then, obviously. From
more money than sense. Had their party, Dolph left a mess. My advice is, something I would encourage is, you like-minded souls, you wild campers, you people that enjoy your countryside, even if it's just going for a walk. You see, we've got to start getting a grip of these people ourselves. Okay, we've got to start getting a grip of them. And I don't like to say, gain evidence and so on. But if somebody's going to fuck it up for us, we got to take control. I mean, sure as hell the authorities can't, and they won't.
I mean, Buttermere is
but at the end of the day,
lake.
I'm now on a drive myself. If I'm out and about and I'm doing my thing and I see other people doing theirs, all the time they're respectful. They're going to clean up. They're going to tidy up. They're not cutting trees down, being irresponsible. I'm going to leave them in peace, 100%. But they start fucking it up for me, I'm going to come down like a ton of bricks.
It looked like,
and if there's that many of them that I can't deal with, I'm going to be getting photographic evidence. And believe you me, as Matt will tell you, if you want somebody to start sneaking around in the undergrowth, bringing photographic evidence and that, I'm your boy, because I'm sick of it. It's just the media is now going wild campers, right? Because it's an easy target, and the majority of wild campers I've met live by the simple rules that they don't damage the environment, they leave no trace. You won't see me set up, you won't see me go. But it's a few idiots, and I get the fact that they want to go for a party out by the lake. I get that. Great, wonderful, do it. Leave it as you found it.
We used to have we used to go off-roading. We used to take the chill out. We used to take like a bag with us, and I always have my camera in the front of the car, because if we come across the off-roaders that think they're idiots and just go off track, off piste, etc., and chew it up for the rest of them, I'm going to catch them. Yeah.
As Owen's just said, it cleans up more shit out of the forest than the forestry services. It's just, it makes me bloody angry. I man pack everything in with me, and I man pack out more than I took in every single time. Even if I've eaten meals and that, I'm guaranteed there's.
You'll find Lucasade bottles and cans and God knows what.
Me and Mac have had it. The amount of times we've been out in places, and we were on Dartmoor doing that walk, the amount of crap we picked up, and it was people that were ahead of us, that were so-called ramblers and responsible people, and that just packet crisps. And then, I've had my drink. I'll do. Don't want to carry that back. It's all weight. It's part of the responsibility.
These photographs, I haven't got the picture with it. They're not. It wasn't a small tent. Yeah. It's a big tent.
Yeah, it was. It was expensive kit, wasn't it?
Yeah. And like I say, some of those festival trolleys are like about £80.
Yeah.
And they got the mattresses and the roll-out mattresses and the blow-up mattresses and the sleeping bags.
Yeah.
You think, what? You spent all that money and you just trashed the place.
More money than sense.
And then the people that want to better wild camp and are careful, leave no trace, you're screwing it up for the rest of us.
Yeah. It's just such a shame. And it is just, it's this whole thing. It doesn't take a lot to ruin it. It only takes one bad person in 10 to leave that bad imprint. A bad imprint can be as simple as a packet of crisps. It can be as simple as a bottle of a water discarded. And I know it happens accidentally. I've got to the end of a walk, gone to my bag and gone, oh bugger, where did I leave my Osprey? And my Osprey water bottle's gone. And I've covered 8-9 miles, and I go back looking for it, can't find it. And I know somebody's found that and gone, you know, that happens. I do get the accidentals. It does happen. It's not a perfect world. But when it's blatant like that, and that gives the media, that gives the authorities, that gives all the haters, that gives all the people that want to see it, wild camping, we want to ban that.
Quite a lot of off-roading on the Salisbury Plain, and we kept to the byways there.
Well, I had to at work there.
And you got Marlborough Downs.
Yeah.
Everywhere you went, there was a broken TV or a fridge.
Yeah, and
they've taken the point, the track, that they've taken the effort to go on these tracks to dump it in the dump.
Yeah, take it to the tip. Yeah, and again, it's irresponsible people, isn't it?
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
that's it, TJ. Same situation myself. There's things I'd like to do up the woods. Now, my woods is a private woods, but I can't tell you how many times I've been up in that woods. It's a private woods, and somebody's come walking through there with their dog and that, and I'm like, excuse me, do you realise this is private property? Yeah, I'm just going to so-and-so. Yeah, this is private property. This is equivalent to somebody's back garden. Yes, but I'm just going down to. Well, where did you get in? Well, I climbed over the gate. It's a locked gate. It's private property. Actually, it's a sign on it. It says private property, no entry. Right? But, oh no, but I'm not doing any harm. Now, I have to always bear in mind that I have friends at wild camp. And I have friends at wild camp. Sometimes they may well be on private property. But those people that do it properly, nobody will ever know they're there. And if they do get caught, they're invariably the first people to say, I'm really sorry, mate. I apologise. And we'll back off. Okay? Same as I would. If I'm caught somewhere I'm not supposed to be, first thing is, I know I'm not supposed to be there. Apologise. I'm really sorry. I was just... And take it on the chin. Don't... Oh, but it's my right. Because it's not. It's somebody else's land, property. They have to maintain it, care for it, pay for it.
You all know how expensive this equipment is. I mean, wouldn't you... You spent all that money buying that stuff. You obviously, money doesn't mean anything to them.
And I have,
and you get peed if your air mattress gets a puncture in it.
Yeah. And it's hard enough. It's hard enough to wild camp in the UK. Bear in mind that it's not something that is legal. And yes, I do back it. I do count for wild camping. Responsible wild camping. You should be allowed to do more of it. There should be more places in the UK where people can go out and enjoy the countryside. Okay?
They're just feeding the people that don't want it.
The only way we're ever going to get that, if we're ever going to get it, is by showing responsibility. And it just takes those few idiots. I mean, those people weren't wild campers. They'd gone, they had more money in sense, gone to go outdoors.
They got everything.
Bought a load of beer, music system, bought what they needed for the weekend. They probably had a party. They probably charged people a couple of quid each, whatever, to come in and party for the weekend, and just left at the end of it. Because the size of those tents and that, it's just... But they had, sit the tent up.
Yeah,
dig a hole, push them in, bury the whole bloody lot.
Have the Burning Man, for real.
Yeah, all to get no idea. Yeah. Oh, gas canisters in trees, yeah. It's almost as bad as creeping your way under a hedge, standing up and thinking to yourself, what's that on my head? Doing that, and then find a dog poo bag on your head as you stood up. It's just, why tie your dog poo bag up on a branch? It's just, if you filled it, tie it off properly, pack it away, carry it with you. I carry a heavy Ziploc bag, dog poo bag from Willow, pick dog poo up, tie it off, drop it into the Ziploc, shut up the Ziploc, back into a pouch, pocket, whatever you want. At the end of the walk, take it home with me. I've been here. It's easy to do. But I've done that a couple of times where I've come up the other side of a hedge. Just
Yeah,
like, that.
yeah.
It's not a nice
Someone with a
feeling.
lot of neck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult to do, isn't it? It's and again, the best Lawrence, the best way you can do it is you just start pulling out all that crap whenever you can, and if you get caught up there, just show them you've been pulling it out for weeks. Little videos of it. Oh, I'm collecting. This is a little area I'm using. I don't know who owns it, but I'm trying to take care of it. Look, I'm being discreet and I'm being sensible. Video, 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 video. And if they ever catch you there, you go, well, I've been keeping it clean and tidy for you. I can show you this is what I've been
No one
doing.
wants to see
You know?
mice and badgers or anything. A squirrel that's got a can or on their nose or something. There's some idiot couldn't be bothered to pick it up and take it with them.
Yeah, it's toxic. It really is.
Oh, that's really bad, Lee.
Cheers, Lawrence. Lee, what's that?
Okay, Daz. Well, when I
Oh.
go downstairs, I'll check the emails and I'll sort all the details for the camp out for you. We're going to be having on the Saturday. You're going to be getting. We're going to be
Saturday night. I'm going to bring in some steaks.
we have some ribeyes and
steaks, sweet corn,
and some potatoes,
tin foil.
So that's the only night we won't have to.
And I'm not cooking it. It's going to be supplied.
Yeah.
You dig into it, help yourselves, sort your own. So you want to bring your
we'll
own
make sure we got
seasonings.
the old tools. I have got some
Some
nice sauces. Some Stormtrooper for those Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper hot sauces, etc., etc.
Yeah. So yeah, there'll be a little there. Yeah, be a bit of fun. Oh, tourists on the moors. You can tell the locals. The locals tend to blend into the environment, and
They're always wearing matching cagoules.
don't, because I'll start on about the Ramblers Association again. And
all right, excellent. Rob's going to be there.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
I said we're gonna because Jason's working, so he won't. He might be popping in, but he won't be cooking this time.
Yeah,
so.
Jason's flat out. Has been for 2 weeks now. Poor bugger. He's absolutely. He's chucking in about 14, 15-hour days. So he had 7 days a week. So he's. We saw him for about half an hour, didn't we? And he looks absolutely shattered. So I thought.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Kit said if he'd been coming.
Oh, mackerel. Oh, I love a bit of mackerel. Mackerel, bucket, beach, fire. Lovely.
Yeah, I showed Mick the picture of your posh squirrel, Mac, eating its bourbon biscuits.
Yeah, Mac's adopted a pet squirrel.
He's got I've got pictures with
deer,
the fox with the deer, and
Mac's figured out the way to lure in the wildlife is a bourbon biscuit. Yeah.
I mean, if you give them custard creams, then I'll be really upset with you.
Dartmoor, absolutely stunning place. Me and Mac will get back down to our little site just outside Princetown this year. It's probably going to be late summer, early autumnish. I'd like to see it when the leaves are off the trees.
And you can hope to go up a northern one as well.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get up to Candy Corner up at Doncaster and have a look up there when I get the chance. That'll probably be next year now. Lime and chili with mackerel, Daz. Oh, mackerel, garlic butter.
Yeah, 1 deer and 5 foxes sunbathing. It's like they're just chilling out, usual crew,
Mackerel, gutted, cleaned, opened out. Okay. When you're cooking the skin side, you're searing that. You're crisping your bacon.
That's it. Bear Down Farm.
Yeah, Bear Down Farm. Bacon in the centre, a little bit of garlic butter, fold it over.
I'm going to make sure you got plenty of tongs and that, so you're not all fighting over one pair of tongs. So those who want their steak lightly cooked won't have to worry.
1 deer, 5 foxes sunbathing.
This lady just chilling.
It's just Mac is
They're
the
so
wildlife
laid back.
whisperer.
Yeah.
He is Mr. Like, I think what it is, they know they're safe with him. They know they're safe with him. Helen, Katrina, take it easy, guys.
5 mad women on a beach. Yeah, why not?
Now have a 4-kilometre run to get to our chosen bivvy spot on the beach. 5 mad women on the beach. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. You have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. Have an awesome night. Have a fantastic week. Look after yourselves. Right. All the best to you guys.
Great time.
Ellen, Katrina, and the guys, just have fun. Go out there. Let rip. Elusive. Not far from me, that place. Yeah, Bear Down Farm. Bear Down Tour and that. Like that. Nice spot.
So is it okay to pick over pine embers?
No.
Mate wants to do a burger.
If it's embers, if you've got it down to the embers and you're getting no smoke off of it, you can do it. You'll get a little bit, but you do it off of that. All the time you're getting smoke off the wood. If it's pine, you're going to pick up tar.
I'll email you back.
I've got to say, being honest, yes, I will agree with Kitten Killer. Mackerel, best tasting fish of them all. That beats trout, beats salmon. I will go within there. It's one of my all-time favourites. And smoked mackerel. I love a bit of smoked mackerel. Can't go wrong with that. Daz, not a problem, mate.
Max saying he's done another camp in town centre, and nobody lads walk past him, even though.
That's the nice one though, isn't it? It's that old skills in it. It's like when they drift past and you're like, well done, mate. Well done. You
should have taken the old fox.
Ellen, take care. Have a lovely week.
Take the old fox squeal. Might have made him jump out of their bloody skins.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, the old fox call. Give that a scream as they go past. That see them running.
Yeah.
I tell you, some of the funniest ones I've done. You ever notice how if you roar at somebody in the woods, like you jump out and go roar, right? They just sort of go huh, like that. But if you walk up behind somebody in the dark, tap them on the shoulder and go hello, quite innocuous, hello, they'll go 2 feet off the deck. Like, whoa! You're like, well, hang on. If I jumped out and roared, you would have done nothing. But if I just tap you on the shoulder and go hello, then.
Benny's asking you, what's this charity thing about?
Right. So the charity thing. So the charity that I'll be doing the 120k for is for the Wounded Warrior Foundation, run by Nick Goldsmith. That's the one I'm choosing for myself. I don't know what Owen and Sticks are going to do. Now, I'm not raising money for it, so I'm not asking people to send me money. What I'm doing is raising awareness. So I'm going to be doing it.
You can give a link, and that way they can donate.
I'll be giving a link so people go along, have a look at it themselves. Now, Wounded Warrior, so it doesn't just look after veterans or military veterans, it also looks after paramedics, firemen, people like that have gone or suffered PTSD and trauma through their service, I will say, and helps them. It gets them out. It's a program where people get out into the woods, into the wild. They're introduced to getting outside and reconnecting and helping that way. It's not a miracle cure. It's not a magic cure. And nobody's offering them, thousands of pounds of therapy and all the rest of it. It's just reconnecting guys and putting them into an environment with other people with the same issues. They're not feeling so lonely. So, that's why I'm supporting that.
Well, you can do. I believe, Benny, I'm looking into it, but I believe if you contact the said charity you want to raise money for, because we had that with Farmer P when he was raising money for a defib act to be kept at his farm. You get a link from the actual charity, and that you then
use the link.
The people then can donate online to them, and it goes straight to the charity. No one else touches it.
Anything that's then sent via that link is accredited to your fundraising campaign, to your effort. One of the things I didn't want to do is do the old bucket thing, start collecting money myself, have people send me donations and all the rest of it. I don't want that responsibility. because I'm out here in the public world, and I can guarantee you, if by some luck I manage to save up, buy myself a nice canvas bell tent next year, somebody would go, "Oh, how did he manage to do that?" All right.
Reading
So,
Outdoor Alley.
the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I'll be contacting Nick Goldsmith and his charity, and I will be asking them for a link. That link
We're going to put that
will
up
then
on the
be
YouTube
connected
channel.
to the event and what I'm doing, and yeah, basically, hopefully, it will help them out. It's a good cause. People have said to me, "Why haven't I gone for some of the more recognised charities?" Well, exactly that. They're already more recognised. They're already getting funding. They already get their fair share of help. Okay. I've seen Nick's work. I've spoken to people that have been involved in it, and I like what it does. So therefore, that's why I want to help that. And that is the Wounded Warrior Foundation, Nick Goldsmith. If you want to go know more about that, have a look on YouTube. Type in Nick Goldsmith. He used to be Hidden Valley Outdoors. Okay, he's had to stop that. He's just done a Nick Goldsmith now. Go and have a look at his videos. Ex-Royal Marine, good guy. Runs a brilliant bushcraft school. So yeah,
Unfortunately, when you go on to look at some of these charity things, if you try putting up a GoFundMe, the people that do run the GoFundMe take money out of that.
Yeah.
And it's easier for the charity to actually give you the link.
Yeah.
For you to pay straight to them, that then you can gift aid, and you can click on that so that you don't give the gift aid towards the charity.
And again, the same thing for you guys out there. If you've got a channel, if you feel that you want to do something, I mean, this right. So this whole, I was thinking to myself 2 weeks ago, I need to do something. I need to focus on it. So poor old Mac's been trying to get me into gear for months. He's been trying to get me into gear and get me focused for months. And I've been in a pretty bad place. So my focus has been pants. Then somebody says to me, right, how about doing 120k next May? And Mac, if you want to join us on this, you'd be more than welcome. Okay. So it's 120k. Sticks, are you still with us, mate? Are you okay for me to actually mention the route that we're covering? Are we up for announcing that now? Is that all right with you and Owen?
It's saying, Mac, come along.
Yeah, I know Mac would love it.
So go ahead.
Right, okay, so what we're going to be doing we're going to be doing the Ridgeway Trail. The Ridgeway Trail runs over 89 miles and follows one of the most ancient paths in the United Kingdom. It runs east to west or west to east, which way you want to look at it. Follows a ridge line all the way along, and it does plenty of that. It's mainly chalk and flint on its route, and this route, and if the weather's bad, can be pretty exposed up there. I've been up there a few times myself. It can be a bit naughty in places, but at the end of the day, it's a good trek.
Some quite interesting places. You've got Hill Forts. There's Wayland Smithy.
Starts at Avebury. Okay, or ends at Avebury. What I'm thinking is probably start at the northern end and head down Avebury, and finish at Avebury, because I know there's a really nice little pub down there.
Yeah, nice lot of stone circles there.
Okay, so it'll be finishing off in the stone circle at Avebury, which I think would be quite nice, quite spectacular. It'll be a good place to finish that. So it's 120k. Okay, we're still in the planning phase. We've got top cover been offered by a couple of the guys that
we're grabbing some flint.
Hampshire 4x4 response, or Hampson Barks 4x4 response are happy to volunteer to give us top cover for our emergency cover. Resups every 2 days, so things like water, water's every 11 miles, it works out roughly, but you've got water on route. We've got resups every 2 days, so we're not talking about carrying the whole, we're looking at 8 days. Not looking at carrying 8 days worth of food, pack, and everything else. Well, this is ridiculous. It's something we want to enjoy, but want to actually push ourselves. So you'll be carrying 48, 72 hours worth of food, supplies, and that on your person, along with your backpack, your bedding, sleep system, and so on.
It's a Ridgeway, which is Avebury, where the stone circles are, not far from Silbury Hill, and the Druid one. I can never think the Long Barrow.
Yeah, goring down to all the way down to. In fact, it starts up actually on the east coast if you go full extent.
Yeah.
But we're looking at pretty much goring down to Avebury. It's 120k. It's a good schlep. It's
Yeah,
good
but I'm
ball.
trying to think. He's asking whereabouts is. I'm trying to think in the country whereabouts because he's in Scotland, isn't he?
Right. So you're basically southern England. Southern England. If you look to the map and you're looking at London, look from London to Salisbury Plain. Basically, Avebury is slightly north across Salisbury Plain. You're looking at that sort of route. Okay, it's that sort of path. And originally that went then from Avebury out to the West Country of Wales. Okay, followed two paths there. It's an interesting thing because the Ridgeway is part of a 5-ridge structure in southern England that all accumulates around Salisbury Plain.
Mm.
Okay, so in Neolithic time, these ridges would have been the main thoroughfares. So the nice thing with the Ridgeway, we're following the path of our Neolithic ancestors, our Roman ancestors, the Anglo-Saxons, the Normans, right through to coaching
Avebury,
routes and
the
so
whole
on.
village of Avebury itself is encircled by a stone circle,
One of the largest stone circles
inside
in the
that
UK.
stone circle is a male circle and a female circle, and two of the main ley lines that go through UK, the Michael and Mary line, run straight through the stones.
Yeah.
And if you do dowsing, it's brilliant there to find them.
Yeah, it's a tough one on the feet. And again, Max. So I'm starting my build up now, mate. I'm starting simple 3K tabs twice a day at the moment. Just gentle building it up. I did it today with £10 a weight. So gentle build up. So we're looking at May next year. We're calling it um, the way in May. Okay, that's what we're entitling it. The way in May.
Yeah, Kitten just said he'd be up for that. He knows where it is now.
Yeah. So that's what we're looking at doing. Now, what I would say,
5 to 7 days, possibly.
Well,
Yeah,
a lot
depends.
Right. So the average time for doing it is between 8 and 10 days. So people are looking at an average of 10k a day, and possibly a rest day in the middle. We're looking at 8 days, with hopefully bringing it down. If we do it in 8, we'd be chuffed to buggery. If we do it in 9, we'll still be happy. If we can do it in 7,
Max says he's ex-para PTI, so he's there to help fixing them in the need for.
Mac, what we got Jace running support for us, and now Jace has got a portable solar shower with this vehicle. So on the resup every second or third day, there's a chance to get a shower wherever we are as well. So it's a case of getting a clean, sort the body out and all the rest as you need to. So it's not all going to be wet wipes, and also that'll be resup food,
nice pubs,
supplies, and so on. Change your clothes if you need it. And we're doing it in May, so this is a tricky time. May in southern England, it's either going to be bloody nice or bloody awful. It can go either way. So again, we got to try and plan for two different extremes.
Yeah, Benny said double march it, some of it at the end.
I tell you what I would love to see. I'm just looking forward to, if possible, if it worked out perfectly, it would be nice to have a few guys there at the end of Avebury at the finishing point for when we come in, because you are going to see some guys coming in with the biggest grins on their faces. Yeah, it will be nice. But again, we will video it. We'll live stream through it.
There's quite a few interesting places on the route as well. And you look down to. There's also one of the chalk horses.
Yeah, there's the Uffington horse. There is various long barrows. There is Wayland's Smithy, one of the finest.
Beacon, isn't there? It starts at the Beacon.
Yeah. Ivanhoe Beacon. You've got Wayland's Smithy, which is one of the greatest long barrows. Complete long barrows still left. It's it's a lot of history, a lot of mythology all the way along the route. I will be studying like a lunatic to learn as much as I can. So you're probably going to have to listen. Those that are with me are going to be, by the end of it, sick of hearing Mick going, Oh, and in 942, a battle was fought up there.
Also,
and
up on that ridgeway, you'll get to see. You probably see deer.
kite, fallow, roe, kite, munts, hares.
Yeah,
lot of hares
lot of
along
hair
there.
up there.
You're going to see goshawk, sparrowhawk.
You'll hear the old
your
skylarks.
buzzards, skylarks along there, brilliant. As I say, me and Kaz have a bit of experience at Ridgeway. We spent quite a bit of time up there. It is a wonderful place, but it can also, and again, when people think of Southern England, they think of rolling hills, and yeah, it's quite nice and all the rest of it. This is quite exposed. If the wind is blowing, you're going to know about
Ken
it.
suggests, what about creating a chalk beaver?
Oh, one of the hillsides. I can see that on the news the following day.
All of a sudden, a chalk beaver has appeared on the ridgeway.
Archaeologists discover a chalk beaver above the Test Valley. What were our ancestors thinking? Bring back the beaver.
It doesn't have to be as. I don't. Not everyone's been in the forces, is it?
No, right.
It doesn't.
Sticks, if I'm sure, Sticks will correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Sticks has been in the forces. I've got limited forces experience. I haven't done a lot. Mac, I'm not going to say anything on Mac's behalf, but yeah, Mac knows his shit. I've learned plenty from him. I believe Owen might have a bit of background. So again,
it's a general.
It's more about people just getting out and enjoying the push stuff. What I will say to anybody that's coming
mental
along,
health
simple
and
as this, right? It's down to you. It's the responsibility of anybody that wants to come on this to train and build yourselves up for it. Don't think that you can just crack this out. Okay, it's something you've actually got to rationalise. You've got to think this is 8 days of your life. You are going to tab an average of 10 to 15k a day in quite harsh environments. You're going to have to face all the weathers, good or bad.
Okay? I don't know if Lawrence, have you met Norman yet?
Don't know. Your feet are going to be hammered. This route is well renowned for destroying people's feet. It's hard. It's not a surface where you can get onto grass, where you can get onto a soft environment, paint, things like that. It's hard. It's a pounder. Okay? The joints and the feet are what are going to take damage. And that's why we're looking 9 months build up. Okay? You want to do endurance for your legs, your tendons, your muscles, your joints. And you also want to do plenty of hill work because there are places on it where you're going to be doing this. Okay? So, and some of those chalk downs are.
Yes, Lawrence, we have actually got our own angry beaver. His name is Norman.
Yeah. I don't know where he is.
I thought you put him in the tub to stop his lordship getting at it. No.
Oh, I know where he is.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have got the angry beaver, but Willow keeps trying to.
So what I will say. So the origin of this is a few guys. There's a few of us already doing it. If you wish to join us on a section, if you wish to support us, if you want to come out and see us, do so. If you want to say, look, you know what, I'd like to do 1 day of it.
Storming Norman.
That's not a problem. We can. We're not going to wait for you. We're not going to hold back for you. You need to be at a meeting point or meet us at a point. Join us for a stretch.
Okay, Lou.
That's not a problem. But you're doing that off your own back because bear in mind that this is a group of mates doing it. There is no insurance. Get hurt doing this, it's your problem. Yeah. This is one of the things we've all had to agree amongst ourselves. This is not an organised event. This is pretty much a group of mates going, I'm going to do this.
I'll be with you there, Yarps. We'll be waving our beaver flags as they cross the finish line.
That'll do me. And we're not going to hold back. So again, if you're going to join us on a stretch, please bear in mind if you're lagging back, I don't wish to be cruel or mean, but we've got a goal and a name. We're pushing for that. So it is a team effort. We do have a saying that no beaver will be left behind, but that is the origin beavers. Any beaver that decides to join us, you're more than welcome. But if you start limping, struggling, and that, by all means, we'll do our best to make sure you're okay. But we're not gonna lose days waiting for somebody. And it's like we've agreed this amongst ourselves. If I start lagging back, the guys are not going to hold back for me. Okay. If I gain an injury, they're not going to hold back for me. I'm going to have to pull out and meet them at the end. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. It's vicious. It's hard. It's tough.
Yeah, well, they're angry.
They're angry beavers. Yeah. Lee Michael, yeah, join us for the last 3 minutes. Oh, do you know what? That would be the thing. That would be
if some of the people could be there at the end. If you really want
to do something, you really want to be part of this, be there at the end. Be there. It would be fantastic to actually finish that with some friends going, do you know what? Well done, guys. And it would mean you get to meet Sticks. It means you get to meet Owen. It means you get to meet Mick. You get to meet Mac. Get to meet Jace. You get to meet Kaz. Give her a hug. Give her a cuddle. Right?
You might get to see Willow.
Yeah, get to meet Willow. Take him for a little walk around the stones. And again, Avebury, beautiful spot, well worth a visit, fantastic. Lots of campsites in the area as well. Maybe you could make that a couple of days. You'd enjoy the area. It is stunning, absolutely beautiful. So, Owen, Sticks, are you happy with what I've said? Is there anything you'd like to add, change, or have I overstepped the mark? Let me know. Yeah, Owen won't wait on a wall.
No, he can go and again.
Yeah.
He'd be the one in charge of when you used to do the route marches.
Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get behind Owen. It's going to be my head down, my arse up, and just keep going. I'm just going to be staring at his glutes as they go along, and thinking to myself, one day I too will have glutes like that.
You're going to be tucking him. Are you going to be tucking him in? Oh yeah.
That sounds like a plan, Owen.
Oh dear. I can see that and the can just turn into absolute debauchery.
Hot shots there.
Yeah, slipstream. Yeah, Owen.
Lawrence, former 4-para. Okie doke. Yeah, you and Mac are going to be buddies then. Or possibly not. Yeah, so it's out there. Yeah, Owen, I promised you I'd tuck you in, and I said I'd sing you a lullaby every night. That's not a problem.
And then make sure he's got the Horlicks or the Ovaltine, depending on what you like.
This is in May next year. This is May 25. Okay, so that's what we're looking at the moment. That might change slightly.
Yeah.
We've also got, because we've got to look at other people who've also got events on. I know Owen's got some bits and pieces on. I've also got a couple of bits and pieces on. So it's got to wiggle round things. But it is set in stone. It's going to happen. There is no two ways about it. I am punishing myself. I'm in for the event. So it's going.
The training's already started, as I said.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm already suffering. I'm already having to drink ice cold Guinness. I'm already putting myself out at 6 o'clock every morning and getting some mileage under my legs.
Especially like tomorrow, it's going to be 34 degrees, so you're going to definitely have to get up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and again, it's
I wish you could have seen you were doing some sit-ups, was it?
Yeah.
On top of stairs yesterday, and Willow was trying to help by standing on your chest.
Yeah. Fitness started yesterday. We started the regime. It was about 9 months build up as well, which is nice. Because again, we're all in different terrains.
Good night, Sergeant Major.
We're all in different terrains. Yeah. So again, I've got to look at. I'm going to start with flat landing. Build up my endurance a little bit, and then I'll start bringing in some of the local hills, slopes, distances.
Ali was saying you should do a live stream on the end of each day. Will raise more awareness.
We'll do as we get nearer the date, Ali. We will do as we get nearer the date. So, Mac, one of the things I'm thinking, once the mileage has come up a bit, is maybe meeting up with you twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week, and we'll go over and do the Ash Ranges loop. Because that's got some nice workouts on it, and it's also got a fair distance, and it's a nice walk. It's You know, it's an enjoyable walk, and it's the same sort of terrain. It's that hard surface. So again, once we've got a little bit of build up in us and we're feeling up to it, we'll start hitting that one on a regular basis, and then start applying a bit more weight, because we have to be realistic. Mac's the same age as me. He's a bit fitter than I am, but again, as older guys, we have to. Yeah, we got to think we're carrying injuries, we're carrying wounds, we're carrying damage, and our muscle structure. It's yeah, mine's gone south. Mine's gone south, right? Somebody said to me the other day that I've got really, really good thighs. I said, those aren't my thighs, they're my pecs, you swine.
Ah, but yeah, it, oh, you got to find yourself a Bergen. You're, is it just me? Right.
Yeah.
Right, my phone's got a bit weird. Going really slow then.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it.
gone. That's back. That's what I was pouring beginners.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I come in late, didn't I?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's it. You don't want to push yourself too
Yeah.
much. You know, don't go mad at the beginning of it because then you'll lag towards the end.
Hey Benny, exactly that. But the thing is, Benny, you're keeping that tone, you're keeping that work. You'd be surprised, you know.
I bet you got so used to it, you just kept it up.
Yeah, and again, it's that keeping yourself tuned. I mean, the problem for me, in all honesty, is so 3 years ago I stopped. I came out. I retired. Okay, and I went on a bit of a downward spiral. Got a bit lost. I wasn't getting up at 5 in the morning anymore. Didn't have to. I didn't have to try and think to myself, do you know what, I've got to keep up with guys that are half my age now. I haven't got to sit there and go, right, well, if we're doing a march and shoot, I need to be up there with them. I haven't got to think, do you know what, I've got to open the range first thing in the morning, got to open all those coffins, I've got to set that up, I've got to go and do a security sweep. All that went out the window. I literally went, take it easy.
What sort of literage is that, Mac?
120 litre long back, ideally, I would have thought.
Yeah.
With the side pouches. Max, you're looking like my 120 litre long pack with the side pouches. Or you looking at the slightly smaller one, the I think it's 80 litre.
Yeah. But I'll keep an eye out as well for you, Mac.
Yeah, I'll have a look around as well. Yeah, it's easy done.
80 style, okay.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy done. I mean, so one of it's one of the pitfalls of retiring. You know, you lose your drive a bit, and I got to admit, I have. I've had a couple of health scares, I've had a couple of issues, and I've suddenly realised if I'm going to keep myself going as long as I want to, I've got to start working at it now. What I was even 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, didn't take a lot of effort to keep because I was a busy bunny, because I was motivated, because I had to do things daily that kept me physically fit. You hit retirement and all of a sudden that stops. You can get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you can sit around till 2 o'clock in the morning watching movies. You can get up and go, do you know what? Sorry, I'm not doing anything today. It's a very easy, it's a human thing to do. It's a human thing to take it easy to go, do you know what? Yeah. You know, I'll have that.
I'd have to today. Yeah.
What you've got to do is you've got to find that drive and motivation. And the great thing is, Sticks, this is all Sticks' fault. The Sticks put it forward, and I literally went, do you know what? That'd be a good goal. I want to get fit again. Good goal. Good reason. Yeah. Plan it sensibly. Be realistic about it. Yeah, go for it. Owen straight away, like, yeah, bang, bang, bang. He's mountain man. He's Mr. Fit. Right. So he's there. Right. Mac, I knew all along would be there. I know Mac would be there. I know my old buddy would be like that. You ain't doing it without me, you swan. I'll kick you in the nuts. Right. So I knew he'd be there. I knew I'd have his backing. Right. And
the thing out of it, life creeps up on you. You think you're still 20,
and I'd
25.
love,
Yeah.
and I've got to be realistic about this. I would love to invite everybody to come and join us for it, but we've got to be a bit realistic about it. Resupping and that, we've got one guy with one Range Rover. Okay, he can't carry a huge amount of kit. The logistical support and that's got to go into this, even for just 4 guys over 8 days, is quite a lot. I mean, I've already said to Jace I'll cover his fuel. I'll make sure that, because he's going to be doing each way probably 60, 70 miles, right, to do a resup, 140-mile round trip. So, and I can't expect the guy to do that off of his own back.
You're right there.
So again, this all takes a bit of planning, the logistics behind it, having the kit, getting the kit together, getting the fitness together, and that you've got to be fairly dedicated to it.
Benny's just saying, so Sticks turned you into an alky, and now he's trying to give you a heart attack. Just what is that man's game?
Maybe I tell you what, it's when it's not that, it's when you wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning after a 2-hour kit with Sticks in the woods to see him doing his moonlight yoga as the sun comes up. It's naked yoga and in the morning sun.
That's it. I mean, as I just said, everyone, you could, if you want to, you could get yourself fit for May.
Yeah, exactly that. Join us on the fitness journey. Post it. Join us, post it. Even if it's just Sunday night, you come in and say, this is what I've achieved this week. Post it. Let us know. Okay? Do a short. Set yourself up a little tiny channel in your own name. Do a short. Hey, Mickey, this is me. I'm doing my...
Yarps just volunteered to do some driving, drop-offs and support if needed.
Excellent, Yarps. Yeah. And again, anybody that's out that way that is going to be able to be any backup support, it's going to be appreciated. At the end of the day, this is 8 days. So what we're looking at ideally, or what I'm hoping to set up, is so we will have sorted out our kit and our scarf and our rations on a system where poor old Jace, all he's got to do is pick up like a tub, a box, bring it out to us, change of clothes for each person that they've already put in, their change of clothes, plus the rations that they require, because everybody's going to have slightly different requirements. Nobody's going to want to eat hash browns every single day for 8 days. I will. Quite happy to do that. But not everybody else is going to want to. So again, it's so that he can bring out, and the kit's going to be there. We've also got to think it's May. If it's a hot, dry May, you're going to want hot, dry kit. The weather can change like that. You're going to need the next 2 days. You might need wet kit. You might need to change your sleep system. So we got all that admin's got to come into it. All that logistics got to come into it. Be planned ahead so that Jace, all he's got to do, turn up here, see Kaz, ping the map or Yarps, pick the kit up, bring the kit that's required out to us. I know there will be literally 2 boxes for each resup that will be all the gear that we require. One will be an A kit and a B kit. B kit will be bad weather kit. A kit will be good weather kit. And we will literally, on the phone, need good weather kit, bad weather kit.
And obviously replacement for any
batteries.
Injuries.
Recharging. Jace has already said he can cover that with his vehicle. So basically, we meet him. Those that need to recharge phones, recharge power packs, things like that. All that's covered. We can get all that sorted.
Yeah, because it's going to be. It's not just a physical part. It's for your mental health as too. It's getting out there and just enjoying. And it's freedom, isn't it?
And again, the support crew is as essential to this as the guys that are doing the walk. Okay, logistics. Nothing moves without logistics. Nobody can operate without logistics. You look at all the great campaigns. You look at all the great events. Okay, if the logistics fail, everything else collapses. Okay, doesn't matter what military branch you're in, what civilian branch you're in, what you're doing. Those logistics are essential. So again, anybody that can help, like Yarps, Jace, people like that, biggest pat on the back, because we're not going to be able to do it without them. That's a simple thing. And yes, if you Google the route, I will say to you, yes, you can see people doing this route in 4 days. Okay, 4 days. But these are the same guys that will go and run a marathon. These are the same guys that, if you look at their channels,
Yeah,
they
you
do
can
this
carry the special beaver box
every week. Okay, we're not. We're just showing, if you want the truth of it, from my point of view, I'm just showing that an old dog could still do it if he wants to. Maybe a bit slower, maybe limp a bit more, maybe a whine a bit more, but an old dog has still got his bark in him.
I'd like to better go and support, but also take some photographs. You know, you guys just mooching about.
Oh yeah, you're going to keep me going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
simple and effective. Well, I know Mac's been doing a little bit of road work, and again, just so that you guys know, I'm carrying an injury. Mac recently had an injury, so if anybody knows anybody with a blacked out Mercedes around the Aldershot area has a habit of running over ex-paras and driving off without bloody stopping at traffic lights after jumping red lights, let me know. I'd love to find out who he was, where he lives.
We've done part of the Ridgeway in the 4x4 part, the byway part, and it's stunning up there.
It is stunning. It's a fantastic view. It's a fantastic place, and it does drop down. You get places where you come down over the Thames, things like that. You get some low areas. There's tree lines, there's wooded areas, but then we get up into what I like to call Old England, the Weald, the proper downland of
Benny.
southern England. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, that's exactly that, and that's the thing, Benny. You know as well as I do. Okay, I'm not looking at people going, "Oh, poor Mick, he's struggling. We'll all slow down." I'm looking for people that go, "Mick, come on, you twat, keep up, come
Get the
on,
cattle
push
prod
it
out.
Come on, you can do it, brother. Come on, you can do it." I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for people to pick me up and carry me. I'm looking for people to literally put their hand on my back and go, "Go on." You know, I'll bite the first bugger that offers to take my burger off me.
And if you don't know anyone, tell him to get into the vehicle.
And again, the thing for me is to get to the end of this, to get to the end of it, to sit there at the end of it and go 120k, near 60. Well, I'll be coming up for 60 years old then. It's coming up for 60 years old, 120k. I know me and Mac will both be like, yeah, we've still got it. You know, maybe not as fast as we used to be, but it's nice. It's a good test of stamina and environment.
If you're saying that he didn't have anyone to do his with.
No, that's hard. Doing it solo.
Yeah.
That's because you got. I know I've done stuff in the past that's been solo, and you got to fight yourself all the way through it. It's find that drive and motivation. It's that. In anything like this, there's always a period, and for everybody that's involved in it, no matter how fit, of why the hell am I doing this? I could just stop. Yeah. And it's having that drive beyond it. We're lucky because we've got quite a tight group of like-minded individuals that will push one another and pull one another through it. We'll pick one another up when you've got the doubts. It won't all be bullying, shouting, and screaming. There will be times that you go, "Come on, bud."
CJ, you don't know how true that is. But if anyone gave Mac Screech, you'll be getting more than a few encouraging quotes, I can tell you.
I had a friend that did a selection course years and years and years ago, and he did it, and I said to him, "How was it?" And he said, halfway through, he said, "I nearly pulled out." He said, "I got to the point where I was at my lowest ebb." He said, "I was really struggling." He said, he said, "I had a guy that," he said, "we weren't best of mates, but we've been chatting on the course. We quite often we sort of met one another, bounced off one another, sat in the back and forth tunnel and that. And he said there was a little bit of banter and a little bit of familiarity between us. He said, because we were like-minded. And he said, I got to my lowest ebb one day. He said, and I was literally, I'd stopped. He said, I'm dropping the burger and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm just not index. He said, and the guy came up. He said, you all right? He said, I looked at him and went, no, I'm thinking about bailing. And he went, tell you what, mate, if you bail, I'm bailing. And he said, that was it. He said, I just picked the burger up, put it back on, clipped it together. He said, and that was it. He said, because I couldn't have it on my conscience that I'd caused him to bail. He said, when we finished the course, we both passed. He said, the guy turned around to me and said, I had no intention. He said, I wouldn't have bailed. He said, I'd have kept walking and left you there. He said, but I knew, knowing that you're like me, with that threat of pulling somebody else off of it, you wouldn't let yourself do it. He said, and that's, again, that's what it's about. It's that encouragement.
The wild camping is different down here. As long as you're not blocking byways off and you're being quite...
it's illegal. It is illegal. But if you're not making a mess, you're not being overtly huge, you're being discreet and all the rest of it, I'd say 85% of people will actually turn your blind eye, especially on a route like that, because they will get the gist of what you're doing. Majority of people actually go, do you know what? Nice, clean, little tidy camp. They're set up at their tents. There's no damage. There's no rubbish and all the rest of it. They're obviously doing the route. Not an issue.
Well done, FG crew. That's
respect
amazing.
There. Respect there. Yeah. And big respect there. Exactly that. And that's your motivation. There we go. I'm inventing that word again, motivation. That's your motivation. You know, that's, do you know what? It's sometimes just doing things for others that can't. I do it on my channel. Get comments. I've got one person every now and again. I get a comment. Thank you for doing that. I'm in my flat. I'm disabled. I can't go and do it.
Brooks.
You know, that is a reward on its own, in its own right.
It's in May next year. They're going to be doing the Ridgeway
Trail.
Yeah.
And again, you can Google it. You can look at it, or you can look at it on YouTube. There's lots of people who've done it. There's lots of people who've done it in two different directions. Where I think Owen Sticks and Mac will agree with me. It'd be nice to finish at Avebury. That is the big.
Yeah, because right in the middle is a lovely pub.
At the Stone Circle there's a lovely pub. It's a great finishing point. It's a big focal point. Avebury Stone Circle, probably, especially to us Druids, one of the most sacred sites in the UK. You can forget Stonehenge. This is the one that you really want to visit. So having that as a goal for me, personally, that will be the drive. That will be to walk into Avebury knowing that my Neolithic ancestry walked that same route.
Oh, Penny Bishop.
Thousands of years ago. That's to me being a bit of a hippie, I suppose. That taking those same footsteps, following that same trail. That's a bit of a buzz for me. That is all the way along that. I'll be thinking to myself, how many thousands of footsteps?
Used to drove, the sheep and geese and all that to markets along the Ridgeway, and that is
Yeah. Rookford.
Everybody's going to be doing that fiddly effing bench.
That bench, Benny, that bench, that's a twat of a thing. Let's face it, I don't wish to be rude, Sticks, but really? Do you know what? I get it for practicing skills. Is it practical?
I think we have been to Kilmartin, haven't we? Kilmartin.
Yeah.
We've also been to Wales. We went to
we've been to the
Anglesey, or can't think of the name for it now.
Benny, exactly that, mate. It won't beat you. Do it because you will not be beaten. Yeah, you go for it, mate. And I tell you what, Benny, you do it, I will be like that. That Sunday.
It's a little bit.
Total beer to you.
It's a bit singe, Rook, but but it's made of that. The plastic that looks like wood. And luckily enough, it can be undone and the things turned over.
Yeah, I completely bought it right. So carbon cloth. Okay, so it's designed to protect stuff when you're soldering and you're welding. I overthought the heat transference a little bit. It didn't set fire to the table, it melted it a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, luckily enough, I realised it at the right point, was able to cool it down. It's not made a total mess of it, and I can turn the boards over. It was completely my own cup, I'll admit it. And I did toy with actually showing it on the video, but I was like, yeah, I didn't want to admit it to Kaz at the time. In all honesty, I didn't want to go to Kaz and go, Kaz,
I melted your bloody
I
table.
killed your table, because I know she gets a great deal of pleasure sitting outside having a cup of tea, sometimes having a breakfast off that table. Yeah, but it happens.
It
happens.
does.
Don't overthink your faith thing, isn't it? It's
Next time we're going to have to cover the whole thing.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will actually get. I've got a board.
Yeah.
I'll use the board. Put the sheet over the board.
Oh, nice, Callanish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to come to some of the. Is it the Brock?
Yeah, some of the Brocks.
Some of the Brocks.
Ali, some of these places, when you go in there and you
Mm.
suddenly think to yourself, you know, how old, how much history, how many people stood here, what did they make? And this is the thing, you know, my druidic thing, it's like we look at Stonehenge and places like that. We have, in all honesty, absolutely no idea. No idea whatsoever what, how, why it was created. What I will say is all these places, for some reason, at some point were important. And however it affects you as an individual is what makes it important. Whether it's just standing there and going, these stones have weathered the test of time, whether it's thinking to
yeah,
yourself,
that's fine.
you know, if you feel it was a spiritual reason they were made or a scientific reason they were made, or even if you want to go down some of the other routes. I mean, one of the tales is, why are these things always built so solid? Why is there an ancient story that says, beware what comes from the air? You know, were these shelters? Were these something to protect people from the above?
We were when we were on Sky. You can actually there's you call it was a like a cold storage. It's made of stone, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Brilliant.
they used to use it to keep the cheeses and milk and that.
Then
And
that
it's
plugged into it, didn't it?
underground. But yeah, we've been to a lot of the
Sticks. I get what you're saying there. A log is a more practical bench.
Clavercairn.
Yeah.
That we've been there.
Clavercairn. Yeah.
That's not far from can't think of the battles. But yeah, we went to one of the a burial chamber in northern Scotland, and
Leave Michael. That's funny.
it was next to a farm, and it was you know, it was open. You can see where it'd been opened at this burial chamber, and when you read the thing on it, they actually found a jade axe head in there. Well, jade obviously comes from like China, so it just shows how things have travelled. Hi, Kiwi.
Whilst I'm about it, somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody in the week asked me about coffee bags. Okay.
Yeah.
Contact Coffee Co. Okay.
Yeah.
Veteran-owned company. They do coffee bags in individual packets. They come basically like that. So it's a simple coffee bag in there. Makes a fantastic brew. They do different strengths. Yeah. And you're supporting a veteran-owned company. In actual fact, one of the guys is still serving Royal Marine.
I believe that when you subscribe, and you do your first order, I think you get 25% off your first order.
Yeah.
As well with them.
Yeah, and they are delish. They are really good. Now, I will say to you, they do Red On and they do Battle Prep. If you don't drink strong, I mean strong, buzzing off your boobs for 2 days coffee, go with the Battle Prep. Okay. Red-ons I like in the morning because it will get your motor
Yeah,
running. As Mac will tell you, that will start your engine
you
for
start off dozy, you won't be for after you've had one of them.
Yeah. And again, it's a good quality filter coffee as well. You got that. There's no bitterness to it. It's a nice taste. If you don't drink it with milk, or if you drink it without milk, absolutely delicious. And if you're a heathen like Sticks, who's got to have a drop of the cow juice in it, it's okay.
Yeah, we were watching a program about the Brocks, how that I didn't know. I just thought that you went inside it. I didn't realise that there was it was like a full skin, and you walked around inside. It was amazing.
So I'll just read what it's got on the back here. Okay, so
is it made in Colombia?
This
Hi,
is
Derek.
Doesn't tell me. On the back here of the bag, it probably does on the box. Members of the British Coffee Association, ground coffee in a single serve bag, packaged in a protective environment.
Isn't it, Mag?
Okay. I'm proud to be partnered with the Armed Forces Covenant Employers Recognition Scheme. Yeah. That is a Colombian coffee, yes. Yeah. Colombian. It's a Colombian coffee, that one. And the Battle Prep, it's just a little bit milder. So, yeah, that is bloody good stuff. And that was started when you can actually watch a thing.
It was cheap.
If you go over and have a look at them on YouTube, they'll tell you all about it. So it's 2 Royal Marines in Afghanistan that were sick and tired of drinking crap coffee and basically decided to have a go at starting something themselves up. They started the Contact Coffee Company, producing coffee so that they could have a brew in a battle pack. Basically, that was the idea. Throw a handful of those in your rig, and when you get that chance to brew up and you want a cup of the good stuff rather than the standard issue,
I think they do the
away you go.
Coffee is not only coffee bags. I believe they do.
You can also get it in packs of grounds if you really like it for home use. But I like these bags.
It's nice. You're welcome, kid.
Yeah, I like these bags. These are really, really good. I can't recommend them enough. It's one of my go-tos. And when we do the walk, my resup will be plenty of this stuff. You lot will
be like zombies.
I can't start in the morning without coffee. There we go. It tells you on the back. There you go. So on the back here it says, "We admire your taste in coffee. Thank you very much. Join our coffee subscription and get 25% off your first month. Use the code CLUB25 or scan me." So I don't know if any of you are going to, no, you're not going to be able to scan that, but basically, CLUB25. So if you do get onto their site, use CLUB25, get yourself 25% off and enjoy your coffee.
Yeah.
Ali, good night, mate. Take it easy. Have a fantastic week.
Angry high beaver. What possibly could go wrong? Yeah. Angry and off its bits with caffeine. Yeah.
Caffeinated beavers.
Oh, Derek said have Sticks make a hooch out with it. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Sticks, don't go getting any ideas. we don't want any caffeinated cider on the route. In actual fact, I'll be alcohol free for that route march. That's one thing I don't want to do is put any alcohol into myself when I'm doing that. So it's out there. Sorry, boys. Big mouth let slip. It's out there. Everybody knows about it now.
Yeah.
There's no going back now, is there? There's no backing out, no wandering away, no turning around, no going, "Oh, well, I decided to go." It's
welcome back, Lawrence.
Nicky's got to kick his ass and get it done. Excellent. Hey, no worries, Lawrence.
You made beaver. Oh my goodness!
I completely understand, Lawrence. Obviously, Lawrence is very busy because Lawrence is working, so he's having to go off and do bits and pieces. Hopefully it's all going well.
Oh, his legs just started hurting. Yeah, we did a little bit there, Sticks.
Right, Sticks, if that's giving you grief in the morning, resting it up, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they are good coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a new hammock cup. Usually Sticks is in the hammock, isn't he? What do it?
Yeah. Kiwi, you got, so it all went up all right, Kiwi. Mr. Comfy in your hammock. Woohoo! It'll take you a little bit of getting used to, mate.
Yeah, he likes the Black Ops.
Yeah. That's feisty stuff, that is.
He did bring back bad memories, did he? Yeah. I shall beat him for you later.
Well, no backing out now, brother. Oh, Owen, you swine.
Oh no, it's just
Frozen Guinness, you bugger.
You drunk 2 of them?
Oh, yeah, I have. I'm not having any more, but that's good. That's good. I'm just making sure the cans are empty. I've got to wring them out. It's just.
Oh, it's the way is it's the Ridgeway. Benny.
Yeah, the Ridge. It's just called the Ridgeway. And there are. Oh, the other thing is, around the country, there are a lot of these ancient routes. There are many of them. British Isles is absolutely smothered with them. They go north, south, east, and west. Yeah. I can guarantee you, if you look in your area, you'll find there's an ancient path. There's an ancient route. There's a drover's route. There is going to be, some sort of ancient trail or Roman road. And do you know what? These are when you're walking these places, or me when I'm walking these places, that history always comes back to me. I used to walk a Roman route. It used to be to a flagpole on a range, and it was probably about a mile up to that flagpole at Bottom Stacey. But it used to go up a Roman road, dead straight. And the amount of times I'd be walking up there at sort of 5 o'clock in the morning, the mist rising off the fields, and the Romans walked up this road. Their troops walked up this road en masse. How many people have put their feet down on this route? How many people have got to this point and gone, bloody hell, this hill's slip? How many? It's just a history, and you're connected to it.
Did you?
What?
Chris informs us that you wanted to call it the Beaver Trot or Trotting Beavers.
Yeah. Well, my brain works. It's Beaver Trot. No, I think the way in May actually is it's far more adult and sensible.
Yeah, we've always got them in the cupboard, haven't we? The coffee bag.
Yeah, always got. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Coffee bags, quick and easy. It's that whole thing. I used all the time. I used to use a cafetiere or a percolator. But if I'm only making a quick brew for myself, the bag's a lot easier. It's quick, it's instant, it's there, 5 minutes, it's done, it's brewed, and there's no wastage. I used to feel a little bit of pain when you make a whole jug of percolated coffee, and then you go back to it 2 hours later, stewed to hell.
And then you got to try and get rid of the flipping
grinds and that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want any of the beavers getting trots.
No, that's one thing we don't want to get is the trots.
I will be there at the rendezvous, and because Jason's going to be, and Yarps has volunteered as well to do some drop-off stuff. Then I shall be there to give them moral support and laugh.
Give love? Oh,
I said laugh. You and your earring.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, I'm only going
Yeah,
with
if
the
it-
I'll
yeah,
only go
done
with the
two, yeah,
2-0, and
that's
that's it. I'm 2 for next week now. Yeah, I should have a pint of water before I hit sack.
it's next year, Kiwi.
Kiwi next year, in May next year. So we're going to be calling it the Way in May.
Yeah, I've got one of those the large water bottles. It's about 2,000 milliliters. I should make sure that's well and truly.
Yeah, we're quite lucky because on this route, because it's quite a well-used route, about every 11 miles there is water resup. So water's not going to be too bad for us on the route. So we should be okay there. And obviously we got the resup planned as well. So that's not going to be a big issue. One of the things I didn't want to do when we were first talking about Sticks was saying, we'll bang this out in 4 or 5 days, carry absolutely everything, do it in a one. You could. However, you're going to be carrying that much in the way of supplies, even if you just dropped it down to dehydrate your food. It's a lot of bulk. That amounts to weight, kit. You're going to need to sort admin out.
That's right.
So you start losing time on it and that. Yeah,
some of the cottages on the way. Yeah, we were watching someone, and that people are quite happy for you to use their taps to get water.
Yeah, and it's going to be sensible operational procedures. Sealing bags. The old sealing bag. Drop it, seal it, pack it, carry it.
Smell it.
I think it's the guy opens that dog poop bin in the morning and looks into it and goes, bloody hell, big was that dog?
Yeah.
And there was 4 of them.
It's a bit like this morning when I looked in their recycling bin and some dear person had put their red dog poo bags in my recycling bin.
Yeah, thank you very much to whoever that was. A lovely neighbour.
We use green poo bags. It's not theirs.
Yeah, slowly does win the race. Oh yeah. No, that's one thing I'm lucky. I'm touch wood. I've got no IBS. I'm okay there.
Yeah, foxholes are doomed. They're really good though. I quite often use them for the dogs.
Yeah, scented nappy bags are the way to go. And again, it's be practical, be sensible.
Especially double bagging.
It's again we've got that. Poor old Jason's going to be driving back from the resups.
Benny says, take a spare pack for the massive ones, and the one who lags behind us to carry it.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Your log burden.
Yeah. It's like carrying a law over your shoulder.
Evening, Tommy.
Evening, to see Tommy. You again. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Yeah. So it's like med pack. So again, for doing something like this, I'll be carrying a full med pack with me.
Excellent.
That'll be at the bottom of my Bergen. So I've got everything in there. So it doesn't matter what happens, I've got it covered. And it's that whole thing of be practical about it. So yeah, I'll be carrying plenty of pain relief. I'll be carrying plenty of blister treatment. So I'll have my syringe. I've got me 99% iodine. So yeah, it stings, but it works. I'll enjoy inflicting that pain.
You put in the field and then put a pat on top of it.
Suture kit, needles, thread, and the rest of it. It's not for stitching up wounds, you understand, but there's nothing funnier than sewing up somebody's sleeping bag when they're getting Zeds. And it will be that much fun.
Especially use quite a strong nylon fishing line.
I tell you, I sound quite big-headed when I that. I mean, actually, the truth of the matter is, by day one, I just want to go to bed, crawl in my bag, sleep. Day 2, Mick, I don't want to get out of my bag. I hurt. Day 2 evening. Day 3. I don't want to. Day 4. Oh.
Matt, have a word with him.
Yeah. Who would have filled and blame it on the cows? Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it being much of a difference, but
Splat the pat.
Okay, Lawrence, you go do what you got to do, mate. Yachts and sticks. Yeah.
No, we don't really. Yeah, our snakes are quite elusive, aren't they? You don't really
Yeah,
see them.
Yeah, and let's face it, 9 times out of 10, if you see a snake in the UK, it's nothing to worry about anyhow. I mean, even the adder, our venomous snake, isn't that serious a bite. I think the last person to die from an adder was a 6-year-old girl in 1974. Something may have come up since then, but it's usually with adder bites, it's the heart attack that comes with it, or an anaphylaxis shock. Venom in it is.
We did have someone die a few years back out on the Tweezledown on the army.
Yeah, that wasn't
someone.
That wasn't an.
Let her.
That wasn't an indigenous snake, was it?
No.
Somebody had let their venomous pet
And someone
go.
was clearing a ditch and happened to disturb it. And
Yeah, Lee Michael. Yeah, iodine. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Sterilises, dries skin out, dries wounds out, hardens skin up. Good stuff. Good point, Benny.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
See, Benny, we always know you'll be the practical one.
I've never put a snake in somebody's bag, but I have. No, yeah.
I know someone. We know someone who put a hedgehog in someone's bed on their wedding night.
Yeah, fleas everywhere.
Fleas, yeah.
I may have known somebody who had a green smoke tossed into his one-man hoop bivvy bag, and then somebody laid across the entrance to it until the coughing stopped, and it dyed him green. It died. Even his eyeballs were green. He come out. He looked like the Johnny Green Giant or the Incredible Hulk. It made a mess of him. Was funny at the time. Wasn't funny afterwards. Betty, saying that you're taking it out with you, so my theory is irrelevant.
Oh dear. Poor Norman.
I'll put a snake in somebody's beaver. Oh, it's getting a bit adult, that, isn't it?
Yeah, we seen there was I think it was on Foul Army or something like that. Or Idiots at Work. There was a bloke and a woman, they were crossing some water and they were getting attacked by a beaver. It was really angry with one. It was really slapping its tail about.
Matt's exactly right there. Grass snake, non-venomous UK snake species. You're actually more likely to die from a grass snake bite than you are an adder bite, because the mouth of the grass snake carries a lot of bacteria. They tend to feed off. They tend to feed off frogs, toads, things like that. There's a lot of bacteria in their mouths, and so the problem with that is people get bitten by a grass snake, go, oh, it was just a grass snake, and it's not an excruciatingly painful bite. Okay, but they go, oh, bitten by a grass snake. It was only a grass snake. I'll be all right. I'll give it a wash off. It'll be okay. And 3 days later, their arms going purple, starting to smell a little bit ripe, and all the rest of it. They go to the hospital. Got bitten by a grass snake. You've then got to work out which bacteria it is to give the right antibiotic, the right treatment to trace that infection. So again, it's that's one of the old things that people say, oh, poisonous bites. They always think poison. And a bite or an infection or a nip from almost anything, even something as small and obscure as a horse fly or a mosquito, depending on what that's been on before, can lead to infection.
You got your,
and what you're exposed
clothing rubbing on it and that. Can
blisters,
turn really nasty.
infected blisters. When I was about 10 years old, one of the lads I knew, his dad was a builder, and he died from a splinter in the toe. Basically got a splinter in his toe, got it infected, didn't treat it, kept dressing it, led to septicemia, and killed him within, I think, about a week, I think it was. And we were all quite horrified by that. But again, I come from a generation that used to talk about it all the time. I remember as a kid being told blood poisoning, blood poisoning. Be careful of blood poisoning. Watch you don't get infection, blood
Yeah,
poisoning.
watch just not all go red round.
These days, we relabel that septicemia. And since we've relabeled it septicemia, people are less concerned about it, less worried about it. But sepsis kills fast. You know, if you get that infection into your system and into your bloodstream, it's roaring round. And if it's not treated quickly and efficiently, that's it, guys. Good night, Vienna. It will take you out of the game quickly.
You don't want to get infection in your legs because next thing is it pumps back up to your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, you've got to watch for those infections. And again, anything, and it's one of those things. You're out in the field. Anybody goes out in the woods and that, you know, you get a cut, clean it. And it's one of the reasons I'm always saying to people, duct tape and insulation tape. Plasters are great at home. They're great at school. They're great at work, where you're in an environment where you can keep cleaning something. But if you're up the woods, plasters will come off. Dirt, sweat, grime, they roll up, they come off. Bit of duct tape, bit of insulation tape, clean the wound as best you can. Give it a wrap and seal it. You're not getting any more moisture, you're not getting any more contaminants into it. And as soon as you get home, you can give it a clean out, sort it out, organise it from there. But if you get an open wound or cut, especially if you're around water,
then, Benny,
and you start exposing to water and all the rest of it, then that can lead you down a path very, very quickly.
Yeah, blackthorn is a form of a thorn.
Yeah,
bush.
Blackthorn's a swine. And that blackthorn, believe it or not, one of the reasons that's so infectious is bird poo. Birds like to roost in blackthorn trees and hawthorns, and they will roost in there, do their business because it's an protected environment for them. Other things can't get in. Things like sparrowhawks and that can't fly into it, take them out. Foxes can't get into it. They feel safe. They nest. They have a little poo. It gets onto the thorns. It gets onto the branches.
Yeah, it's so easy to pick up an infection, not realise that, you know.
Lockjaw. I haven't heard that phrase in years. Tetanus. Yeah, lockjaw. Yeah, that could do you a bad one as well. Yeah, it's surprising. Yeah, oh, blimey, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Blimey, it's been a good one tonight. Guys, we're down to 60. What I'm going to do is 2 hours, 32 minutes. It's been a long one. I'm going to call it quits in a minute. I'm going to give you a chance to say goodnight to one another, and then I'm going to see about pulling out. I actually could do with a little treat tonight. I'm starting to feel a little bit of flagging. So I might have a rich tea biscuit. Ooh. So let's go back through there's that one. Gorse. Yeah, that's another one that could be a swine.
Yeah.
A lot of people get infected from it. I know the Marines down at, can't remember the common they use now, but I know that they a lot of their guys are warned about it down there. Rose plant sepsis, yeah. Anything with a thorn. Wafting.
Good night, all. Night, Yarbs, Mac, Lee, Phil, Benny, Rooksfoot. Lionel rich tea, yeah. I do like rich tea.
Yeah.
Well, I like some rich tea, but earlier I dipped one into the my caramel and red bush, and he wasn't impressed with that.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It's been great fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So there's a taster of what's coming next year.
We've got the camp in a few weeks as well.
We've got the camp in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be fun. And it's been a good year.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Up tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Will do.
And if you'd like to click the like button.
Yeah, by all means, click the like button if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, click the unlike button, but tell me why. Have a wonderful week. So
an upset beaver rather than angry beaver.
Yeah, have a wonderful week, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Elusive, I will 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Elusive's doing his very first live stream out of Dartmoor. So I will endeavour to catch you there, Elusive. Now, I'm not promising because obviously we got a bit on tomorrow, but I will do what I can to catch you. Yeah, look forward to that. Kiwi, no worries, mate. No worries. Take it easy. Look after yourself. Yeah, 1,300 hours. Is that 13? Yeah. 1335.
Well, I would say.
There you go. He's programmed it for 1335. We'll do elusive.
Yeah, well, I would say bye, but he's laying underneath the fan
He's
over
knackered.
there, and he's
My son brought down his Italian greyhound, little tiny. That they were just like
because they're like
that
it's
for
a
hours.
bit like a whippet, isn't it? It's,
yeah, hours. He is knackered.
Yeah.
He is going to sleep the sleepy sleep tonight. Thank goodness. Yeah, I haven't done Hangman tonight. Sorry, guys. yeah, I forgot all about that, to be honest with you.
Blame my son. It's son coming around.
Blame your son. And again, you don't have to do it every week, do we? You don't have to do it every week. So, yeah, that's it. Right. Guys, love those you do. Forgive those you don't. Have an absolutely bloody awesome week. Think of me out there pounding the miles along with Mac, Owen and Sticks and doing all the training and the build-up. And if it encourages you to go out and do a bit yourself, brilliant. And remember, it doesn't matter how fit you are, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter about your disabilities, your difficulties. You can always do a little bit. You can always do just that little bit to improve yourself, okay? Sometimes it's hard, I know, finding the energy, the drive to do it, and even just sometimes the willpower to get up and do it. But yeah, do it. You'll feel better for it. Love you all. Take it easy. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. Peace and light be upon you all. Ray! Night all. Stay safe.
Bye.
Catch you later.